It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health.
And here we go, middle of the week, get together. Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports talk station. 97.3 The Fan, welcome to it. You can watch the show on YouTube as well. I know many of you do. Chris Ello, along with Tony Gwynn Jr. and Matt Skraby, 4 full hours with you today. As we get rolling here, I got some Padre managerial news to update you on if you haven't heard yet what the latest is. So we'll get to that in a moment. But first up, Tony Gwynn Jr., the gentleman's sweep is now out of the question in the World Series.
Yeah, you're going to have to put some respect on the Toronto Blue
Might
Jays
be time.
name a
Might
little
be time.
bit, man. They keep
Do you
coming
think?
back.
Do you think I badmouth them enough? Just you know what I do. You've been around me long enough.
Yeah.
I always say that the team has no chance, hoping that they'll have a chance.
You know,
So
that you bring that up, and I forget that about you sometimes. And that's how
Yeah.
good of a job you do, like faking it, like you really want them to. I shouldn't say it. You just had a very downtrodden way of kind of going about talking
He's
about the Blue
hedging.
Jays.
Let's just be
I
honest.
mean,
no,
the
he's
Dol-
more than hedging.
No, I'm not.
It's hedging.
You've been around me long enough. I've never thought the Dolphins would win a game. You know
Yeah,
that,
when
but
they
you know
do, they're
down,
like-
but you know deep inside, I'm rooting for them more than anything. So the fact that I said Toronto is not have a chance in this series didn't mean that I wasn't rooting for them to have a chance in this series, which apparently they now do.
Yeah, no, they definitely have. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a certain type of Padre fan that when the first moment something goes wrong,
Oh, the Doomers.
it's like, oh, here we go, and they just think of the worst things possible.
Yeah, the Doomers.
That's kind of the vibe you've been given in the series.
Yeah,
so far.
well, I was also trying to I think I was at least trying to convey what most people around the country were feeling, was that this was not going to be a very good matchup. And the fact of it is, the Dodgers really, had holes all season long. I think everybody thought they had all been plugged up the way they rolled through the National League playoffs. But look, Toronto's played, I think Toronto's played as well, if not better, than the Dodgers. I mean, you take away an 18-inning thing, you take away Yamamoto just having the game of his life. Or Toronto could be up 3-1 right now. They played well enough to be in that position. So, good outing last night by Bieber. I think he felt like he was just completely overlooked, right? He's a Cy Young Award winner who's starting a World Series game, and nobody was talking about him. It was all about what Shohei was going to do. And Bieber said, wait a second, now I can still pitch.
Yeah, no, first it's okay for Bieber to feel like that, but it certainly was okay for all of us to be looking at Shohei Ohtani after the previous night and thinking to ourselves, oh, wow. I mean, if he goes out here tonight, and we're all excited to see what he's going to do
What
next.
he could do.
But
Yeah.
Bieber answered the call. He was sharp from the beginning of that ball game. I thought he attacked Ohtani the way that, outside of really yesterday's ball game, Blue Jays had done 2 nights ago, Blue Jays had done a pretty good job dealing with Ohtani. It got away from him, obviously, yesterday, but you saw in the way they attacked him, which was a lot similar to the way you saw the Padres attack him, and they were able to get him out most of the night. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Continues to light up this playoff 2025. I mean, the 2-run shot got them going, really kind of flipped that game. It's been one homer, it seems like, in each of the games that has kind of flipped the game on its head. And yesterday was just another magnificent, I thought, well-played baseball game that Toronto just really, it wasn't even really all that compelling of a game. Toronto got that lead. They separated themselves, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, they got a bunch of 2-out hits there in the 7th inning, which broke it open. Look, I think a couple of things. Number one, we all believed erroneously that because, we believe now in AI and we believe in computers and magic and the fact that everything is, 1,000%. But the fact is, Shohei Ohtani is not yet an AI computer. He's actually
close.
Right. He's close,
there.
but he's not quite there yet. And he looked, like a mere mortal last night. He pitched okay, but not completely in control. And then once again, the Dodger bullpen did a terrible job. Again, when Ohtani went out of the game, there were 2 on, but the score was still 2-1. But when the inning was over, it was 6-1, and it was game over. Banda didn't get it done. And I thought that
how much
they're missing Vesia.
How
that
much
was
are
his
they
spot.
missing Vesia right now?
That was his spot. And Banda didn't get it done. I think that Dave Roberts, he's only got 3 games left, but he's going to have to probably lose some trust in Blake Trinan because he's not getting people out anymore. But yeah, I thought the bullpen, the same thing happened in game 1. It was 2-2 when Blake Snell went out. By the time the inning was over, it was 11-2. So that was part of it. Now, The other part was, and I want to ask you, did John Schneider outfox Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers with his insistence before the game that they just weren't going to pitch to Ohtani anymore? Because they not only didn't walk him in the first appearance, I mean, he ended up walking,
right?
But they went after him all game long. They struck him out twice. And I just don't know that mentally maybe he wasn't as prepared. Maybe he was just tired from the night before. Maybe Bieber just made great pitches. But I thought it was really interesting all night that Ohtani kept coming up and they kept going right after him, which is exactly what they said they weren't going to do.
Yeah. Here's what the deal was. As I said yesterday when you were asking about this, I knew that it didn't mean to lead off a game. Now they ended up walking. You're still going to pitch him carefully. That's just how you pitch a good hitter like Shohei Ohtani. But he also kind of, he kind of pointed to it in his comments when he did say that they would be pitching around him. He said the first couple of games we executed the way we needed to. And then it came, game was at 3. They did not execute in the way that they needed to. And in that particular time, when he was answering the question, I think he was referring to if it was late in the game and runners were on, they were going to not pitch to him.
But I thought people even asked him that because I think it's taken for granted that if there's a spot late in the game, neither Ohtani nor Vladimir Guerrero is going to get pitched to. But Schneider, to me, made it seem like, no, we're just walking him.
Yeah, I didn't read
and
it that way.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it just, seemed like they got a little into the head of Ohtani, and maybe it worked last night. It's Dave Roberts' turn to say the same thing about Guerrero heading into tonight's game because, like you say, Tony, Guerrero's turning around games here just about every single night.
I'm going to give the credit to Bieber and that staff because the way Ohtani has swung the bat, there's nothing that we've seen from him that would say that he would let his guard down at any particular point. I think Bieber just made better pitches. And, Smoltzy alluded to something you said we were talking about yesterday. The first homer he hit in that ball game, it was like a fastball up and in. And so they had put the pitches up on the chart there. He was talking about that particular one. He said, Yes, that pitch. You tip
You
your
just
cap.
let him.
The thing was, though,
Yeah.
that they never went back to that spot. What you saw Bieber do yesterday was execute in that up and in area, and it just had a different result than I think they did on the night before.
Well, the other, here's the thing that's going to be asked after the game tonight. If the Dodgers, especially if the Dodgers lose, because tonight, it's the pivotal 5th game now. Is Dave Roberts overreacting? Because I think we should answer it now and not be Monday morning quarterback after it's over. But number one, Pages has like 2 hits the whole postseason, so he's out. Alex Call is in left field tonight. He gets the call. And I know I make myself laugh. Enrique Kike Hernandez plays center field. Dave Roberts said he didn't want to do that because he didn't want to weaken himself defensively, but he has now done that because Pages just can't get a hit. So that's one thing. Real quick, the second thing, I don't think Dave Roberts feels Mookie Betts is providing enough protection for Shohei in the 2 spot. So he's moved Will Smith into the 2 spot and dropped Betts, Freeman down. Those are the 2 lineup changes. You good with it, or does it sense a little desperation?
Whether it's desperation or not, this is the move that needed to be made. Okay. I'll tell you why. Andy Pages has been making the same outs from the
flying out every time
from the very beginning of postseason. If he's not flying out, he's off the end of the bat, slow roller to the left side.
Okay.
And I thought I had been thinking this for a while, but then I saw my guys on Foul Territory, AJ Brzezinski, basically saying he needed to make an adjustment, and he just is not making it. So you go with Alex Call, who's been giving you some good ABs, it seems like, when he's coming late in the game. I think the Mookie Betts one is an easy one as well. What have we just finished talking about? They walked Shohei Ohtani how many times the night before?
5. And it didn't hurt him once. Will Smith, probably the guy who's swinging the bat best, so you slide him up one spot. You're not really demoting Mookie. That you're just moving. No, you're putting him into the 3 spot, which isn't so bad.
So it does, from a psychological point, and Mookie's a pro, so I'm not really worried about that. He wouldn't care anyway. But these are like 2 moves that in this realm,
like them.
Yeah, I think they have to.
So
be
we
made.
should say that up front, that we like them, and I hope that people on the telecast or whoever's going into the game tonight says, I like this or I don't like it. And then you get to stay with it. You don't get to change based on the result of the game tonight and say, oh, you should have never done that. No, I agree with you, Tony. I think you've got to make an adjustment. You're silly to keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. We've talked about what that all means before. I do wonder if there's any part of the Dodgers at the moment that wishes that they had kept Michael Conforto on the roster as a left-handed hitter to play left field. Would he not be at least as good or bigger threat than Alex Call tonight? That's the one thing, they can't go back now.
I mean,
but they didn't put Conforto on there.
I guess he has some history you could go off, but certainly nothing in 2025 told you that he would be a better call than Alex Call.
Oh, see, Tony's good too. Hey, we got a comedy staff here.
That's 2 rim shots in one segment
on the same joke.
Wow.
Yeah,
we're on fire today.
Oh man, who knows where the show is going to go today? All right, we are underway as the Dodger lineup is out. The Toronto lineup is not yet out. Again, I think they're going to wait as long as they can to see if they can get Springer ready to play.
And they got a win yesterday, waiting as long as they could.
Yes, they're not going to change it up. I bet you they wear the same blue uniforms tonight that they wore yesterday. Blake Snell, he can obviously dominate Game 5 on his own.
Yes, he can.
And Savage, the rookie, will pitch for Toronto. But one thing we know for sure, we can all get this prediction right. The World Series will not end in Los Angeles. They will be going back to Toronto now. All right, when we return, first big conversation. We got a lot of things to get to today, as always. But the Padre managerial update, is Albert Pujols squarely in the lead? Who else has joined the fray? Let's get to it when we come back. Gwynn and Chris underway on 97.3 The Fan.
Tony, much more. Tony, I don't know where Tony went.
Because Tony,
I see the corner of his room.
Oh, well, hopefully he'll be back shortly. Harbaugh.
I'm not sure where he went. I might text him to see if he's okay here in a second.
Hope he didn't. Yeah.
Did you think he fell in the shower or something?
I hope he didn't meet with foul play.
You think he met with foul play in our commercial break?
I don't know.
I mean, he is in New York City. So.
He's in New York City. It could be, you never know.
All right, we'll just go forward.
We're just going to go forward without Tony. I'm sure he'll rejoin us when he gets a moment.
Everybody stare at that box in the top right corner because it's just the corner of his room.
I'm going to look now. I'm kind of intrigued.
Oh, someone says maybe he's in the bathroom. I don't know.
He's been known to go there. As have all of us, frankly, but him more than most.
Over under, Tony just forgot that he was doing the show.
And that's not nice. Yeah, so maybe that's what they're thinking.
You know what just hit me, Chris?
No.
What if Tony went out to get like ice or something and he forgot his room key?
That is something he is more than capable of doing.
Because he would never be gone this late, this long, with knowing that he was on the show.
No kidding, man. We took a commercial break like 5 minutes ago, and he has not returned.
I'm going to text him.
Like, are you out in the hall trying to get into your room right now?
Everything okay?
Oh, no. This
Question mark.
Scaring me. No. Did you hear back from Tony yet?
No, I'm thinking
something.
I'm thinking he locked himself out. He doesn't have his phone because it's in the room, so he's down at the front desk or something. I
don't know. I'm sure there's a story in here somewhere.
There's definitely got to be a
air.
story. Anyway. I was very concerned about Tony, and I took him off the screen because he's not back. I guarantee you he got locked out of his room.
I don't think you're wrong, because that makes sense. But how far away is the lobby? Of course, the New York hotel, it could be one of those ones where you got to wait a while to get up to the...
And he's just sitting in line. I don't know why I find this so funny, but it is.
Well, it's funny if he comes back with a funny story.
Yeah, like I locked myself out.
It's not funny if he fell and hit his head somewhere and we don't know where he is. That's not funny.
Of course, that's not funny.
He's obviously not with his phone because he hasn't gotten back to us.
Has Tony locked himself out before? Not during the show, but I'm sure he has at one point in his life.
Of all people, Tony would certainly seem to be one who would do it.
Oh, August also says, Clinton said, got to use the key card for the elevator too. So maybe he's just stuck.
Can't even get down? No, you don't need the key card to go down.
Okay.
You only need those to go up. You should be able to get down to the lobby to say, hey, I locked myself out. In New York City. But if we do, can you go to the Padre Hotel and knock on Tony's door? We don't know where he is still.
No.
Still hasn't come back.
And I turned on
It's been 20 minutes now.
I know. Now I'm starting to get a little worried.
Yeah. Where'd he go? What happened?
I don't know. I would call the front desk of the hotel, but I have no idea where they're staying.
I don't know where they're staying either. And when you sent him a text and said, is everything all right? We have not heard back from him. He is still not back in his room.
I bet you he is standing in line in the lobby as we speak.
Trying to get his key back.
Someone said text Jesse or Dave. And
it's really not a bad idea. Maybe at the next break, though.
Yes.
If we get to the next break, we got to text those guys so that they can go make sure he's okay. Because I don't know where he is. It's crazy.
Dave Marcus is probably the one to text.
We'll text Dave.
Because he's, Jesse could be doing anything, but Dave's always there, ready to go.
You're trying to say Dave has a ho-hum life and he'd just be sitting around waiting for a text, whereas Jesse might be busy? Is that what you're...
I mean, Dave's been doing this job for like 30 years. I don't think the what is the word I'm looking for? Never mind.
All right. Well, there's certainly an explanation, but we don't have it yet.
Text Scan. I don't know Scan well enough to text him.
We're going to text Dave if this gets to the top of the hour, and we still don't have a Tony Gwynn Jr. sighting. All right, do we just go to traffic like it's normal behavior time? I mean, it just seems weird.
We got to move on with the show.
Show must go on?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, we're going to do the good, the bad, and the really, really weird and ugly next.
Matt Skraby. Happy hump day, everyone. Game 5, Dodgers, Blue Jays. First pitch, 5:05 or 08.
I think 5:08.
5:08.
I want everybody to be able to set their watch by it.
You know, last night I was driving home after the Skraby show, and you know how I love to listen to Dodger radio because all they do is trash the Dodgers.
When it's not going well.
Yeah, when it's not going well.
How were they doing last night?
Oh, they were not enjoying things.
Rick Monday.
They were not enjoying things, but
Max Muncy swinging like a rusty gate and everything else.
They were more talking about, like, how could you allow Blake Trinan in the game? How could you? With the way he's pitching.
Really? Okay.
How could you? And then they were talking about how many guys were not pitching for them, including Tanner Scott, Vesia.
Who they were saying the same thing about when
we just said the same thing. But look, Dave Roberts has always trusted Blake Trinan postseason, and I think Trinan's earned his trust. But I said it in the beginning. With 3 games to go, he may have to turn elsewhere because Trinan just is not getting it done right now.
It's just hard hit after hard hit.
Yeah, he might have to go with maybe Will Klein. I mean, could he use that? He
certainly couldn't use him yesterday. I mean, Klein was
right. He'd gone 4 innings.
And that's the thing that people had to remember. I mean, it wasn't just Klein that threw a bunch of innings. Sheehan threw as well. And so, like, you got to go with who you have available to you in some regards. Listen to these guys. In a lot of those cases, those guys had already been in back-to-backs probably before. And so, you know.
They didn't do the job, but Toronto did the job.
That's what it boils down to.
Toronto did do the job, Tony. When you get the first run in, okay, it's 3-1. Then you get the sack fly, 4-1. To me, that should be it.
That's right.
But you gave up triple, double, whatever you gave up.
Yep.
Now 6-1, it was game over.
Yep.
That, to me, was the 2 key runs there. The first 2, gave Toronto some breathing room. The second 2, I thought, put the game away.
The other one that it goes unnoticed, but it just comes back to just making the play that you need to make. Dodgers threatening in, what was that, the 8th or the 9th? First and second.
I think it was 9th.
A bullet right at my man Clement.
Yeah.
And he can't get the double play, but he gets an out there.
So smart.
He gets the lead runner there. And so, cool. It starts to pour cold water on whatever type of rally. And then it goes back to adding those extra 2 runs. It gets a little bit tighter if it is 4-1.
Yes, it had been 4-1, it would have been
Yeah.
totally different. But that's a great play by Clement. And I don't know how many times in our softball league, and I know this is different, but it's still the same sport. When you have a lead and there's runners on base, I yell to the whole infield, just get an out.
Get an out.
Don't worry about the double play. Making an error will open the door for a big inning.
Right.
If you get an out, you keep them from a big inning.
Right.
That was a very smart play by Clement. You're right. And Toronto deserved to win.
I'm sorry. What guy I'm really a fan of? I am a fan of Ernie Clement, but Nathan Lucas is the guy I picked out early in the year.
Nathan Lucas was impressive when we went to the Blue Jays. Who played right field for him yesterday? Big dude. Kind of can't remember his last name, but the group not named Vladimir Guerrero Jr. or Bo Bichette are playing their tails off right now.
And that's how you get
Barger. It's been like the other guys that continue. Clement being one of those guys. I mean, he's. I don't know if he should be considered one of those guys because he's like leading their team in hitting this whole playoff stretch. So that's what makes the Blue Jays so tough.
Barger's just a rookie that I had honestly never heard of.
Yeah.
Coming into, I don't follow the American League, but I'd never heard of him.
I hadn't heard of him either.
But he had 20 home runs this season, and he hit the grand slam in game 1. So he's had a big part in what's going on.
Yeah, it's been that team is put together well. So we got ourselves a series 2-2 game 5 here today. Update on the Padre front. Managerial news. Apparently, second rounds of interviews have taken place. Now we knew. Was it yesterday about Albert Pujols?
Correct.
But two new names kind of trickled in a mystery name that we haven't quite put our fingers on yet.
Well, Tony was here earlier, so it couldn't have been him, Chris.
Oh yeah,
he can't be in 2 places at once.
I promise you, it's not me.
Name.
It's not me.
I just think it's time that this happens. Doug Gottlieb has paved the way, and it's time that we have sports talk show host / manager.
Yes.
And when there's a day game on the East Coast, Skraby, you and I can just call right to Tony during the show and ask him what he's doing. Yeah.
Hey Tony, can you come on the show right now?
Yeah.
No, it's Pujols second interview, Niebla second interview, and then Nick Hundley. Is he the secret name though?
I don't think so.
Oh no, he's not the secret name. The secret name, actually, I talked to him.
It can't be a secret name if we know about it.
It's got to be Ryan Flaherty, right?
Well, you're saying it's got to be. It's not very secret if you're
it's a secret.
Throwing a name out there.
I don't think they're calling it a secret, but to us, the name has not been released.
I don't think Ryan Flaherty would even qualify as a secret name. He's a pretty obvious candidate. Right. So to me, a secret name would be somebody we haven't really thought of yet.
It's important to note that Kevin Acee says the 3 finalists and bench coach Brian Esposito and possibly others participated in interviews, Zooms last week in the first round of interviews. The second round of interviews is being held in person. So there is not necessarily any mystery about it. It's just there are possibly other people who have been interviewed that we just don't know.
I don't think that would surprise anybody.
No. I mean, you think it's just down? Yeah.
They also aren't going to mention to anyone they're interviewing, but a few names are going to get in and out.
And by the way, they can't interview everybody right now anyway. Let's say there's somebody on the Blue Jay staff or the Dodger staff. They got to wait.
If we want Mark Pryor,
they gotta wait. And so
we know that Tony's been bullish on Mark Pryor, and I don't think that's a bad call. And I think you got to bring him in, steal him from the Dodgers. That'd be a feather in 2 caps
for sure. But nonetheless, I mean that's kind of the news on the Padre front.
This Albert Pujols rumor is taking some fans in
what do you mean
bad
rumor?
direction.
Do you think it's rumor? Or I think it's kind of legit now.
Okay, you're right. Report that he's interviewing has taken fans in 2 directions, either very, very excited or very, very angry that this is happening. And on the Skraby show, I kind of brought that up last night. Like, are we just getting too invested into the name Albert Pujols to actually see past and look at what he can do as a manager?
Well, how do you mean that? Are we looking at the name because we're giving him a pass?
Of Albert Pujols, and yes, he's a great baseball player. He's a future Hall of Famer. He could probably manage, right? Kind of thing.
Well, first of all, I don't know what we're doing, which is a normal.
Save that clip.
Yeah, I know. To me, I don't think there's a single manager ever who's started at their first job that had experience before that at the big league level.
You're right.
And I don't think we know 100%. If we did, it would be easy to either hire him or not hire him.
Yeah.
So if we knew Albert Pujols is going to take hold of this thing and he is going to just hit it out of the park, they'd probably hire him tomorrow. So I don't know that we're quite sure. But I think what Tony and I have been saying, and I want to speak for Tony, but I feel Pujols' credentials give him the cachet that, along with the right knowledge and handling of things, I think he could work.
Listen, if you've heard him on the network, MLB Network, some of his work, he played however many years of Major League Baseball. He's going to be a Hall of Famer the moment he's eligible. Will there be things that he's not familiar with from a managerial standpoint at the big league level? Yes, of course. But like Chris said, that's never stopped anybody from hiring a manager who hadn't managed in the big leagues. And that's pretty much everybody at some particular point.
Sure Tony La Russa was a former player who had been a backup who couldn't feel or hit his weight. And somebody said, hey, this is the guy.
Right.
And somebody said, what?
Right.
So I'm just saying, and that's probably the case with everyone.
Right. And so, yeah, I don't think that will be in the end have much to do with whether they pick him or not. I think if he's qualified, they think he can get the job done, they'll hire him.
We've already had 2 managers hired, one in San Francisco, one in Baltimore. Neither have experience.
Right.
It seems like that's the trend, honestly. So
it does.
So the people that really want experience, you might be out of luck even if it's not Pujols.
Oh, and by the way, I mean, that's the route the Padres have gone the last 2 managerial picks that they've made, right? Bob Melvin.
No, those guys had experience.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You're saying maybe go different this time.
They've gone that route, back-to-back choices.
Yeah, but I think say that now.
Well, I think what's hurting the non-experienced candidate.
You can't say that. What?
You can't say we need an experienced manager.
Right. We've gone 4 down
years
the path.
of that.
Right.
What I was going to say was I think what's hurting the ones that don't have experience who are in the hunt for the Padres, whoever that might be, is Jace Tingler and Andy Green. And that's not their fault.
Hurting them from the fan standpoint.
From the fan standpoint. They think everyone that AJ hires now is going to be AJ's puppet, who doesn't have a say in anything they do and is going to be really unsuccessful. So that is you have something you have to get over.
Has that been disproved that?
Dude,
it doesn't really matter.
The last couple weeks.
Just think about it in terms of our parents when we were growing up. Like there were things that happened that they just associated, like for a long period of time after, they just associated with the negative or positive that came with it.
Yes, true.
And so it's the same thing in this matter. We had a couple of poor experiences with brand new managers. So that's what everybody's going to associate it with.
Good call.
So
that's how it goes.
And you know what? Look, Tony doesn't have any official managerial experience either, people. So get over it.
I don't
He's
want
in
any.
the running. He's in the running. We're breaking it here on this show.
I think Tony's getting mad at us. We should probably
stop it now.
Real quick, all guests on 97.3 The Fan. Join us on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Let's get to break. On the other side.
Ooh, we got lots of stuff.
I think a potpourri. We have a great potpourri.
Great potpourri coming for
tons.
you.
Michael Jordan's in the potpourri. Yes. Brian Kelly's in the potpourri.
We got some sounds for these ones too, don't we?
I think so.
Oh, this should be fun.
Really? We're going to putting a little bit of a...
I think we're putting effort. I think that's what they call that.
More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
Ben and Wood.
Gavin Sheets is with us, and man, he's a big reason why the Padres have had the kind of season they've had so far. And I've said it many times. Where would we be without you, Gavin? I want to ask a little bit about left field. You have really impressed, a lot of people. I think from how far you've come in left field, and maybe the early games there was just a matter of kind of getting reacquainted with it out there. It's not easy. Balls are slicing. Balls are hit hard over your head.
Yeah.
I hope we can start laughing now. Is it long enough since the collision with the fence? But look, man.
Trust me, we're well past that. I think I'm in a couple different group chats, and I think that's the picture of me against the wall. So trust me, these guys a lot. they didn't wait very long. I can promise you that.
I bet. Well, you're lucky. You're lucky that because I've seen a lot of teams will go out there the next day and somebody will tape an outline of the player up against the fence where they ran it. I didn't see the Padres do that. But what I'm saying is. Go ahead.
I'm very happy we got to San Fran quickly.
Yeah, right. You got out of town.
That's right. We left right after.
That's what happened. But no, let's be serious because left field, I think you've been great, and really done a nice job, made some really good catches out there. I think it seems to me that Schilt and the staff, are pretty comfortable with you out there. Where are you at in left field?
Yeah, I think that, no, you said it right. I think, in the beginning, getting out there just, because I had never really played left and getting out there, one day a week, once every 2 weeks, that was tough. And, I knew that once they kind of gave me the keys to left field, I bought in and enjoyed it, took it as obviously a huge compliment to be thrown out there. And, and just put a lot of work out there. Macias and I, the outfield coach, we busted our butt out there and kind of enjoyed the process of it, enjoyed growing as an outfielder, enjoyed the, just being able to help the team in many different ways. And, I think just buying in and putting in work out there. But you're right. I think I grew a lot out there from April and May to where we are now.
Yeah, but I want to highlight something you kind of alluded to in one of your earlier answers. You said that your role might change. Talk a little bit about watching as everybody else was last night, as all these deals are flurrying through. Talk about kind of recognizing that maybe your role changes a little bit, but also the excitement of acquiring all of this talent as you guys, focus on perhaps winning a World Series.
Yeah. Man, it was, I felt like a fan like everybody else yesterday, just watching along and seeing all the moves that were being made across the league. And, I think what we did yesterday just solidifies that everybody in the clubhouse has the same goal. Front office all the way down, ownership all the way down. And, obviously we bring in the players that we brought in. It makes this team extremely dangerous from top to bottom. And then you look at our pitching and our bullpen, and man, thank God I'm on this team, because coming to San Diego and getting potentially Mason Miller in the fifth inning, that's about as good as it gets. And, obviously I don't know what the role is going to be going forward. I don't know how we're going to, manage everything. Obviously, that's way out of my control. But I do know that we all have the same goal in mind, and I think that it really showed yesterday that we're not messing around and we're going for it.
And you've kind of sent that message again, also, Gavin. I mean, the one thing I've been really impressed with, along with your growth in left field, is the hitting against left-handers. I don't know that they, you can look at numbers, etc. I think the team, the staff, they want to see you against some left-handed pitching, but I don't know that they expected a lot. And then you came in there and started tearing up left-handed pitching pretty good. So, I think you're going to get chances the next 2 months because of the way you performed. Just real quick for us, standing in the batter's box, what is your mindset, or is it any different against a lefty as opposed to a righty?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just is staying a little bit more opposite field gap oriented against lefties. I think that's what brought a lot of success for me, especially average wise. I think obviously my damage is more against righties, but I think I might be hitting for a higher average against lefties, and that's because, staying in there a little bit longer and using that opposite field gap, and everything's kind of be going away from me, and just trying to buy into just being a really good hitter and a really tough out. And I think when I just enjoyed facing lefties and took it personally and really worked at it and really opened up that opposite field gap was huge for me.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Look, most of us, good left-handed pitcher, we'd be stepping so far into the bucket, we'd be, facing the dugout. But I don't expect to see that from a guy that's willing to run into the left field wall to catch a ball. And I know people might poke fun at this play, but I think it says a lot about, the way you're a gamer and the way you want to play. You're willing to do anything, and I think this team has recognized that. It's been a great year so far, man. The next 2 months should be a lot of fun. Gavin, thanks so much. I hope we do it again in the off season and talk about how fun the parade ride was.
Appreciate you, Gavin.
Absolutely. This is the best part of the season, so I can't wait to see what happens.
Gavin Sheets is with us, and man, he's a big reason why the Padres have had the kind of season they've had so far. And I've said it many times, where would we be without you, Gavin? I want to ask a little bit about left field. You have really impressed, a lot of people, I think, from, how.
All right, hold on.
This hour is brought to you by Toyota Poway, voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer. USA Today voted them that. APRs as low as 0%. Tons of new Toyotas on the ground. No tricks, only treats during the Trucktober sales events happening now only at Toyota of Poway or online, toyotapoway.com, in the heart, San Diego. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan, 2:36 the time, which makes it about 11:36 in Pango. Padres, we gave you the news on the managerial situation. Nothing seems or appears imminent. Albert Pujols apparently has got the second interview to lead kind of the second round. Nick Hundley's name is in the mix, and I was happy to hear Ruben Niebla's name get a bit of a more official type mention. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Dodgers and Blue Jays, Game 5 of the World Series. Dodgers have made a couple of lineup changes. Andy Pages sits. Alex Call goes to left field. Kike Hernandez will play center, and Will Smith will bat second behind Shohei, dropping Mookie Betts down in the lineup. So those are the story items of the day. But there's a whole lot of other good stuff, Tony, to talk about, and I thought a potpourri segment would be fun. And apparently Skraby is going to add some bells and whistles to it with some sound and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
so,
I will give Tony a lot of credit for putting me in a better place to play sound, because he sends them through an email now. So that's nice.
Skraby has been on my head top about sending him texts, when it's IG footage.
Yeah.
And he said, I need to email it. So I tried to make things a little bit more turnkey for my man and send it into a group. So, hey, this is a subject. Bam.
I think it's working for us, because Chris even had an opinion on one of the clips that you sent.
I've noticed now that Chris he used to didn't chime in very much other than to tell us, hey, what time are we coming? Do you need me there? Or any of those type of things. now we're getting some dialogue now before we even come into this bad boy.
Who are we?
I like it, man.
Yeah, Chris.
Moving on up.
Who am I and what have I done with Chris? Well, let's start there then with the thing you played, because at the NBA, the foul situation, we're going to get to Jordan and some of his comments, because Michael Jordan
is the one I didn't propose.
Oh, that one you didn't get ready.
That is very Skraby like.
I'm going to find it though, and I'll give you a thumbs up, Chris.
Pretty normal, but Michael Jordan had some comments about load management. I don't even think we really even need to know what he said to predict what he would say. I mean, if you followed Michael Jordan's career, he played every game. He never sat out. He always wanted to, show up and dominate and, win over. And what he said was, I wanted to win over the guy in the top row of the stands who paid some money or whatever to bring his family to see me play one time.
Just real quick, I just have to ask this. When he gave you the thumbs up, do you think that was for Michael or was that for the load or for the other NBA
I believe
one?
he's got the sound for the other thing.
Oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for the fouls.
Oh, okay.
So he does have that.
Okay.
So we will get to, but I already now shifted to Jordan.
Okay, I'll go back to Jordan. I got Jordan.
Play Jordan. We got it.
Okay,
So here's what Jordan said. You can predict it based on the kind of career Jordan had. He probably isn't a fan of load management.
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. It was something that I felt like, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me and I want to shut him up. He's calling me all kinds of names. I definitely want to shut him up.
Right.
You have a duty that if they're wanting to see you, and as an entertainer, I want to show, right? So if the guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But physically, if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
So give me the first time that you came to that fork in the road in your career where you could have sat down and missed a game, but you fought through.
Started my career.
Okay.
I twisted my ankle. And I had a teammate. He says, "You twist your ankle, young fella. Come over and sit with me. This is you need to." I said, "No, man. I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact."
So what?
Now he did play in a different time, because I wonder if he played now, if he'd still be able to do it with everyone around him being pretty accepted now that you're going to take a day off or two here and there.
I think the thing that he said that resonates is that he's saying if you're physically capable,
right,
you should be out there. Now, if he was playing in today's game, would he be physically capable?
They might
82?
tell us that he's not physically capable.
But no, let's put that aside. I'm saying him himself, knowing what we know about Michael Jordan.
Well, he's 62 now, so he'd probably get a little tired by the middle of the season.
Let's try this again. Let's move his age to where we are now.
All right.
If he was capable of playing, he'd play. If he wasn't physically capable, he wouldn't. But let's put that aside. At some point, it's almost like we've started separating wanting to prove yourself versus winning a championship versus health, right? I think everybody, at least at that point, found a way to merge trying to make a name for yourself versus, or I should say, in addition to wanting to win, in addition to wanting to show out for whoever paid the amount of money they did to come watch. Now the focus is so much. We hear so much about winning a championship that the estimation now is if I want to be at my best to win a championship, I need to be my best come playoff time. How do I get to be in my best during playoff time? I got to load
resting
manage.
Up a little bit.
I can't play all 82. But we constantly see guys get at least close to it, right? I mean, LeBron, prior to last year having to miss some times, he had got to 82. And I think as we start to see as these guys get older, they start to realize why it's important to show up and play as often as you possibly can.
I understand it fully with LeBron, although he seems to be the loudest case because his name is LeBron. He is now 40.
Right.
When Jordan was 40, he was out of the league.
Right.
Okay. So he wasn't even trying to do this. But I do think what upsets fans, and fairly so, is when you've got a young star. I don't know how many games SGA played, but I'm using him as an example. Somebody of that ilk who says, I need to load manage because I got to be healthy for the playoffs. That's tough for us to take because we've been through the world of a Jordan and a Magic and a Bird, and those things just it wasn't even a, let's put it this way. I covered the Lakers for 2 years. I never asked Pat Riley, you thinking of giving Magic a day off? You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even part of the conversation. But now it would be a very apropos question to ask a coach.
And I think we all have to not be lazy and lump injured, because it does seem like now, because of the load management thing is an actual in the conversation, a lot of guys get lumped into that as part of load managing when there are dudes who are actually hurt. You know, we've talked about Kawhi from that standpoint. Like, so outside of that Toronto year where he was coming off of the patella tendon surgery, he hasn't been low managed. He's been hurt. There's a difference in terms of how that one is actually operated. But it's just always, I think we're going to get more and more of this from Michael as we move forward. It started off kind of like the first week. Now he's diving into load management. I'm very interested to see where this goes with Michael.
I also think that Michael is an unfair representation of the rest of us. First, in just his incredible skill and competitiveness, which was, as good, if not better, than any player who's ever lived. But secondly, because of what Magic Johnson once said about when they were teammates on the Olympic team, that Michael made Magic come up, play poker until the middle of the night. Then when Magic said it was time, he had to get some rest, Michael said, no, the game's not over. Magic stayed until the sun came up to appease Jordan. Magic said, can I finally go get some rest? We have a game tonight. Jordan said, you can, but I'm going to play golf. And then Jordan went and played golf, and then he kicked the crap out of Portugal or whoever it was.
Right.
So he was on a level that just people aren't at.
I think his voice is still needed, though, regardless of whether you can ever get to that level. Having the best that most of us think ever did it, be able to have a voice. He just has kind of disappeared in terms of basketball. You don't hear him talking about it.
I am glad he's back in
but
there.
I'm glad to hear his voice anyway, one way or the other.
That is a good thing. All right, here's the other NBA thing, and Tony sent us this. It's early in the season, but there's some shocking. Now I sound like TMZ.
Developing,
but it's some statistics that are a little weird.
Mind you, we've talked earlier this week how many 50-point games there've been. I think it's all kind of tied together.
It's all tied together, but this will give you an example of what the early NBA season is showing us. Tim Legler, I think, is the guy here.
Just some of these numbers, Bill, like here a week into the season, there are 27 teams in the league committing more fouls per night per game than the league leader last year. The league leader last year was like whatever it was, like 23 fouls a game. There's 27 teams committing more fouls than that a week into the season. There's a couple more. There are 10 teams right now, 10, averaging 30-plus free throw attempts a game. You know how many did it last year? None. And then one more. Right now, there are 11 players taking 10-plus free throws a game.
Oh, my God. That's
last
like Giannis
year,
territory.
One. Giannis Antetokounmpo was the only player in the league last year. There are 11 guys averaging 10 or more free throws. I actually think it's because of the lack of discipline defensively. I am seeing more guys slap at guys unnecessarily on the drive, going for every head fake in the world like they're going to block a jump shot. How many guys now are going to that little mid-range step back, up fake, the Shea, the Luka, the Trae Young? Austin Reeves is great at it. And guys are just going for it every time. They're falling for the bait. Closeouts on three-pointers and recklessly fouling guys at the rim rather than making them make a tougher shot over a contested hit. So I actually think most of the whistles I've seen in the two games I've called have been justified.
All right, so they're not blaming the refs. And that's Tim Legler, who's, pretty, I think solid NBA guy from ESPN.
For sure.
He breaks a lot of that stuff down. So it's not the refs, he says. So what is it? What has happened? And he says it's lazy defense, I think was a general term for it. But I wonder why all of a sudden. And I wonder, Tony, if it has anything to do with, here comes my old man on the lawn comment of the day, the fact that these youngsters just don't train themselves in the intricacies of learning, the game.
It's back in my day, we had to learn how to play defense.
Exactly. You had to, move your feet and learn. Now everybody needs to score a bunch of points so they can get an NIL contract. And that's fair too. But why even pay attention to defense? No college is paying money for a defensive player.
Maybe so. I think that I'm not going to be as quick to rush to judgment here. This could be just an aberration because it's
right.
The
It's only
of the season.
a week.
Right. It's a week into the season. I have a hard time believing 11 players are going to be able to keep up the pace that gets them 10 free throws a night. I have a hard time believing that all 27 teams will continue to have more fouls per game than the league leader last year. I think that'll start to kind of even itself out. But I also think it's the beginning of the season, and for whatever training camp gets you ready for, I think there's still a moment in time early where guys are still getting those puppies, those feet, those legs in shape for game ready, right? You can do all
the referees also might call it a little tighter at the beginning to set
it's probably more likely it's a combination of all of those things. Now, if we get another month into the season and we're still looking at the same numbers, I would then have to kind of revisit this and give you a different opinion.
Because honestly, free throws are kind of dull to the general public. We don't really want the game stopped for a lot of free throws. Something that I'm sure
why
the
they
NBA
changed the rules
that.
the way they have, is so that there's more free flowing basketball. But yeah, that was interesting to hear when I heard Legler talking about it this morning.
All right, next on the potpourri list, the former coach of the LSU Tigers, Brian Kelly. And I saved the best for last.
Wait, is this last?
Do we have more? We have another one?
This is the last clip for now.
Okay, go ahead.
Brian Kelly was fired from LSU after they got blown out by Texas A&M the other night. We can leave the fact that he's owed $54 million off to the side for the moment, because I think the focus here is why they hired this guy in the first place and how he has survived as long as he has when he's admittedly a really crappy guy. And I say this because he himself, apparently it has come to light, he hired somebody this offseason to work with him to make him, quote, more likable. It apparently did not work.
That's a wild statement.
Well, do you think it worked?
You know what I would have told him? Just be nicer to people.
Well, yeah. I mean, give me the money and I'll try to work with you as well. But Brian Kelly screaming at his assistant coaches on the sideline the other night in what turned out to be his final game. The end is over. I think I don't know. It seems to me like he got the comeuppance he deserves, but there's a lot of people who are saying that this is a little crazy because evidently even the governor of Louisiana was in on this.
Yeah. Now do we believe Urban Meyer? Because he's the one who's presenting this story.
Okay.
Do we believe it?
I mean, do we believe the spun? That's where, that's you know what I'm saying?
Right, I do.
I never heard of this publication. Here's the other thing. As much as I agree with Chris was saying in terms of Brian Kelly, this is kind of fits the thing that happens every time a coach is fired, retires, almost like clockwork.
The dirty laundry comes out.
Dirty laundry that is coming beyond. Now, the difference is, this is the third stop now for
and we've also seen it with our own eyes too, Tony.
We've seen it with our own eyes.
Yeah.
I put more stock into what we've seen and the fact that in all three stops there's been some mention of kind of a similar characteristics of Brian Kelly. that makes this a little bit more believable.
And here's what Urban Meyer had to say.
Yeah, let's hear what Urban had to say.
It happened the way it went down, where the governor of the state of Louisiana was involved. And once again, I don't know if you can credit the writer and all that later, Rob, but if this really took place in the governor's mansion, and if the governor and other non-football people are making a decision as a coach, that's an alarm. The alarm just went off, saying, "Wait a minute, really? Did that really happen?" First of all, because we don't know that until it comes out. But I did make a call to a very strong Republican, a strong friend of mine I've known for quite a while, and he is knee deep in New Orleans and the state of Louisiana. And he said it absolutely happened. And I kind of said, why would he? Are the streets safe in New Orleans? Is the infrastructure set? Is the government budget? Are they as a
basically
government?
what he's saying is there's better things to be doing with your time than to...
Well, apparently not.
Right.
And here's the follow-up. This story just came up within the last half hour. I don't know if you guys saw it. According to Mark Schlabach of ESPN, the governor, Jeff Landry, told reporters today.
Yeah, I have the audio. I was going to play
okay.
it.
Well, let's hold that.
Okay.
But you won't believe what the governor said to reporters today as to what is going to happen to the new coach. The governor, and I'm not going to give it all away, said he would rather Donald Trump pick the next coach than the current athletic director. It is crazy at LSU right now.
Urban's right there. You got better things to worry about.
I think Urban Meyer was accurate on his reporting. We'll be back. It has to do with average temperatures in the year 2024. And this is the average temperature, hot, maximum per day, minimum per day. It is going to be your job today to find the 25 states whose average temperature is under 55 degrees. California's at 60. You're looking for anything under 55. I'm not going to let you go first. I'm going to give Tony first.
Let's start with Montana.
That is correct. Montana is the fourth coldest state in the U.S., 44.5 degrees average temperature. All right, Skraby, that leaves a really obvious one for you. I gave Tony first, but he didn't take it. So you can.
I don't know that these are that obvious to any of us.
All right,
Chris.
Well, I think one is obvious.
Alaska,
I think. Thought Alaska was pretty obvious. 27.8 degrees average temperature in Alaska. 16 degrees colder than any other state. Tony's up.
Washington, the state.
State of Washington is on the list at 48.4. So Tony takes a 2-1 lead. Skraby, give me a cold state.
Maine.
Tony, you're up 2-2.
How about Idaho?
Idaho's pretty cold. Cold enough at 45.5, seventh coldest in the U.S.
Well, it's my favorite state to say. Minnesota.
Yeah, that was kind of obvious. Same as Idaho. Minnesota, 45.5, Tony.
How about North Dakota?
North Dakota, there
North
you
Dakota.
Go. You found it, number 2, 43.7 there.
I'll take the lesser known Dakota. The
South Dakota.
I think it's the more known Dakota.
Yeah, I would think it's more. Tony, you are up in a 4-4 tie with no strikes yet.
How about Oregon?
Oregon, believe it or not, Oregon's cold enough to make the list. Tony's 5, Skraby's 4.
Never been here, but I knew someone from here and said it's very cold. New Hampshire.
New Hampshire's cold. Tony.
How about Vermont?
Vermont's cold, and it's right next to New Hampshire, so that was good. 46.3. Tony goes up 6-5.
How about Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure that's going to be in there. Just below. Tony, you're up.
We're going to move to Wisconsin's neighbor. How about a little Illinois?
Oh. How about a little Illinois? Little Illinois didn't make it. You can get your first lead of the day here.
A state that I've been to, a state that has beautiful scenery, Wyoming.
That's number 3. Wyoming, 44.3. I can definitely second that.
Laramie is like the
notion, having been there every year to Laramie. It's cold. Tony.
Iowa.
Iowa.
That's a great one.
Is it?
Has to be on there.
51.5. Iowa just snuck in there.
I'm going to bank on the part of the state that's not attached to the paw is cold. Michigan.
Michigan is a winner. Very good. The Upper Peninsula you're referring to.
The paw.
How about Utah?
Utah, Salt Lake City and company. Yep,
Park
it's
City.
cold there.
Yeah.
51.2. That is correct. Tony hits it. 8-8. The only difference is Tony's got a strike.
Nueva York.
Nueva York.
New York for Chris.
It does get cold there in New York. 49 degrees average temperature in New York is Tony.
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
What about Ohio?
You ready to come up with an answer, Skraby?
Ohio.
Too hot.
I
Too
know.
hot.
I was thinking that because it's next to Illinois, but I live
Too
there
hot.
and it snowed.
Is that what you want, Ohio?
Yeah.
54.9.
Oh,
It's the last one on there. Skraby goes up 10-9.
how about a little Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
frigid old Pennsylvania.
Frigid old Pennsylvania.
Home of Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Harrisburg. And cold enough at 52.1 to make the list.
Pennsylvania, baby.
10-10.
Massachusetts?
It has not been said. Doesn't mean it's correct, but it is 51.2. Scraby hits a bell.
Massachusetts.
11-10. Tony, you're up.
Oh, man, this is hard.
There are 4 left.
Cold. How about Indiana?
Oh.
Indiana. No, Tony. That's a strike. 55.2. Indiana just over by 0.2.
Some of the cold spots in the country are in the plains. Nebraska. Yeah. Lincoln. That's all I got on Nebraska.
Scraby's doing okay. That's correct.
Wow!
52 degrees.
Colorado.
Colorado. Scraby for the win.
One of the most forgotten places in the United States
Is
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. And it is correct.
Yes! Sorry, that was a lot. Does that mean I win?
Game is over. Yes,
Game
you've
is
won.
over!
That was a stupid game.
I didn't think you'd like it since you didn't win it.
Those are my shoes on the glass.
Sound like you're playing basketball over there. Sounds like shoes squeaking on the floor.
Lack of rhythm is what that's called.
3 o'clock, hour number 2 here on Gwynn and Chris, Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby. All right, we got a we got a Daily Gambit coming up. But first, we got to finish our potpourri. And
We have. The more we talked about this off the air, the crazier it got.
It's just starting to heat up. But now with no Reed here, couple of things. Typically, we leave politics alone. There are a few times where we'll chime in if it's a social issue. But outside of that, we really try to stick to sports.
I don't think this is really politics. It's just the name.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Sorry, Tony.
Sometimes the worlds collide.
Oh, yeah.
And in this particular case, the worlds are colliding even when you didn't necessarily see it coming. Now, we said Brian Kelly been dismissed end of beginning of this week. Then there was word that the governor was involved. We heard that from Urban Meyer. And now
Jeff Landry.
Governor Jeff Landry has spoken for himself.
The first question is absolutely correct. We are not going down a failed path. And I wanted to tell you something. This is a pattern. The guy that's here now that wrote that contract cost Texas A&M $70-something million. Right now, we got a $53 million liability. We are not doing that again. And you know what? I believe that we're going to find a great coach. I mean, maybe we'll let President Trump pick it. He loves winners. I'm not going to be picking the next coach. But I can promise you, we're going to pick a coach, and we're going to make sure that that coach is successful, and we're going to make sure that he's compensated properly, and we're going to put metrics on it, because I'm tired of rewarding failure in this country and then leaving the taxpayers.
And now he's got into the politics.
Okay.
realm.
All right. But you know what? I got to be honest with you. Okay, Tony, I'll let you do the Trump part.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I couldn't agree with him more that he's mad at this athletic director for leaving them with a $53 million bill.
Yeah.
Why is this all of a sudden a problem?
Wait, here's my question. And maybe I didn't know. Who the money is coming from
It's a state school, so the money is coming
it's
from the
LSU,
state of
right.
Louisiana.
Okay, so
So
listen,
they're on the hook for this.
He has a right to be as irritated as he sounded talking about it. And he basically said the AD was not going to have.
He wasn't going to get to make the mistake again.
He wasn't going to get the opportunity.
No.
Now, listen, if we're going to have presidents picking coaches from this point out,
now we're getting.
This is where it's going to get quite interesting.
Gotta get interesting to say the least.
Crazy.
I can tell you one thing. I've spent a little time in Louisiana, and I can tell you one thing for sure. They don't mess around about their football team.
No.
So I don't care who's picking it. You better get it right.
Right. If the president picks it, he's going to lose the state if the team loses
you better
games.
get it right.
Can I
Is that
just
what you're
say
saying?
this dude's accent is awesome.
I could not help but think about Waterboy
Oh,
all
yeah.
the time he was
Mama
the whole
said,
time
Mama said.
the whole time he was talking.
Hiring Brian Kelly is the devil.
That's wild.
I will say I want to just I want to go back to what he said though about this athletic director because we brought this up before, and apparently if you heard the very beginning of the clip, he said he left Texas A&M with a $70 million bill. That's because this is the same AD who hired Jimbo Fisher.
I brought it up yesterday.
Yeah, I know
this
you
is
did.
$100 and whatever million. I'm sure that all played into Governor Landry's irritation as he talked about this.
Well, I wish more. I don't know how
This isn't a one-off for this particular AD. This is a two-off.
I mean, that is a pretty bad resume.
Yeah,
That's
pretty bad.
I mean, you've given away over $120 million at this point. That's not good.
Well, it's going to stop here with the
Sounds-
buck is stopping with Governor
Part
Landry.
of me loves this, and part of me hates this.
Well, you love that someone is saying that we can't keep missing on these coaches.
I don't think
you
that's
just hate
unfair.
that he put it that the president was going to get a chance to pick the coach.
Personally, I don't even care about that part because
what do you mean?
there are some people probably telling him that the people in his state are like, we're struggling, but you're giving away all this money. So maybe he did have to make the comment about it because it's a state funded thing. I know we're going into news talk realm.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be.
Well, this story has taken us where it's taken us. So.
It's going to be quite hilarious to hear these choices.
Someone on the chat said Gators are so ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Fresh out of the water, boy.
Oh, I love it.
I'm looking forward to Caroline Leavitt discussing the rumors that Donald Trump is in his office right now, sorting through LSU
We're
head
going to
coaching
have to
candidates.
go through candidates
that would be fun.
That we hear from President Trump.
It would be kind of a fun diversion from everything else we're listening to all the time. So why not have Mr. Trump pick the next LSU coach?
We are
all right
in
with it.
Bizarre world. All right, Daily Gambit.
We are
coming.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. Now, let's get into what we did last night. Dodgers -1.5 on the run line. We all went Jays. We all were correct because the Jays won 6-2. I think it was actually.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani over under 6.5 Ks. Chris went over. Tony and I went under. Shohei had 6 Ks.
He went under. I know.
His legs were a little tired from the 2 games that he played the night before.
He did play 2 games.
Yes. Runs plus hits plus RBIs. Who had more, Vlad or Shohei? We all went Vlad. Vlad had 6, and Shohei had 0. So Vlad wins that one. And then I never finished the rest of the thing.
I can.
What in the world?
Here comes Chris to help you
I got
out.
you right into the rescue. Sixers over the Wizards by 4.5. Game went overtime, but then the Sixers won by 5, so they covered.
Okay.
You guys got it. I missed it. OKC 9.5 over SAC. OKC won, but not by 9.5. Tony was the only winner. Giannis, -4. Points, rebounds, assists versus SGA was 52-44. Giannis wins that. You guys both got that. Tony had a perfect day going 6-0 until UTEP lost to Kennesaw State by 13.
Oh, UTEP!
You almost made it, Tony.
Almost had a perfect day.
But a good day, 6-1 nonetheless. All right, so you guys are both 10-4, battling it out for the weekly lead. I'm behind you. Let's just leave it at that. All right, again, the Dodgers are favored by 1.5. It's been every game of this series, and the Dodgers have only covered that one time. So what do we have for game 5? I think Tony goes first this time. I don't know who goes, but I'm going with Tony. Dodgers by 1.5, a gain. Game 5. Can the Jays win it and take it back home? Ahead.
I'm going to say Dodgers. Take game 5.
Game 5, Dodgers. Scrape.
Dodgers
could also win by 1. That is always a possibility, in which case the Jays would win the wager.
I mean, we already got the Blake Snell bad game out of the way, so...
You know what? Give me, you make a good point. Give me the Blues.
Jays?
Give me the Jays.
Taking the 1.5.
I'm gonna go Jays, though.
You're both going 1.5. All right. Well, I'm going to go with Blake tonight. So I'll take Dodgers because they have to win. They can't go back there needing to win. It's going to be a little desperation tonight. Anyway, 8 runs. Over under Skraby for the game. Dodgers. It was exactly 8 last night, and it is 8 tonight. Is the
I don't see that happening tonight. Under.
I think the Dodgers are going to wake up offensively. They have to. Over. Tony.
Under.
Under. I'm alone that time. All right, Blake Snell. Over under 5 2/3 innings pitched. Basically, he has to pitch 6 complete innings to go over. And I say he will. 6 innings for Blake. Tony, does he come out before the end of the 6th? Snell, 5 2/3 over under. Over. I think when he pitched for the Padres, he would go under on this one because he almost always was under. Skraby?
I think it's against the law for a Dodgers starting pitcher to not pitch 6 innings, so I will go over.
All right. Alex Call getting the call for the slumping Andy Pajes. Over under a half a hit. Tony, basically, does Alex Call get a hit or not? Batting 9th tonight for the Dodgers.
No hit for Call.
No hit for Call. Skraby?
He's
Believe in Alex?
He's going to get an infield single.
A dribbler.
Yes.
That'll win it for you. I'll say no. College football, Jacksonville State. This is Conference USation.
Yes. Conference USA.
Jacksonville State on the road, 3.5 over 1 win, Middle Tennessee.
Oh, man, Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee has really been bad this year, but anyway, Jacksonville State's favored. Tony, by 3.5 on the road. I don't know what Jacksonville State.
Give me Jacksonville State.
Tony's going out of turn again. Do you cut in front of people in line too?
I thought you said it was your turn.
I swore that's what he said, but
I could have sworn that too.
Really?
I guess I cut in front of the line.
I thought I swore I said Skraby, but I wouldn't bet on it.
What, are we in Bizarro land?
I told you we are.
Chris is like, Tony, you're up. Why are you going first? I'm going to go Jacksonville State as well.
I think we're going to go clean sweep there. The Bulls, finally, after 3 straight upset victories, are favored tonight to go to 4-0. Chicago 5 points over Sacramento. I don't know if the other shoe's going to fall tonight. Bulls going to win again. I'm going to take Sacramento. I don't believe in my team. Tony?
Sacramento.
Wow. +5. Okay.
Bulls, baby.
Not away, Scrabe. All right. Both Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan return to Chicago tonight. Zach is favored by 3 points over DeRozan. What you got here, Tony? Zach -3 or DeRozan?
Give me DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan. Really a popular Bull when he was there. Scraby.
I think Blake Snell's like best friends with Zach LaVine. Is that true?
Fair.
I'm just going to attach them at the hip. I'll go
Zach.
with LaVine. By the way, I love our YouTube because people can go back and check immediately. After replay review, Chris said Tony.
I did?
Yes.
I want to hear
I
it.
thought I was losing my mind.
I need to
You
hear
want
it.
to hear it? I mean,
Yes.
people aren't lying to you.
Well, they have before. Final one. Austin Reeves at Minnesota. The Lakers are at Minnehaha tonight, returning to their roots, Minneapolis. And Austin Reeves, 29.5 points. Over under Tony. Making sure this time.
I just want to double check and make sure you said Tony.
I know. Tony, yes.
Austin Reeves is going over because
Over
no
again.
one is playing for the Lakers tonight.
He's got to do it, you say. Skraby?
I'm going to take Tony's advice. Go over.
Seems like an over. I agree. He's been jacking him up. All right. That's it. During the break, I'm going to have Skraby play that back to me.
It's like this is like the time where you said the Giants were taking on the Giants, and you
I was
could not-
adamant that I didn't do that.
And then we replayed it, and you definitely said the Giants were taking on the Giants.
Didn't that run two in the open?
It did.
That's
it did.
what I thought.
It did. I will play it for you in the break.
You better play it for me in the break.
All right.
Which Tony has to get us to.
Double check. We're good. We're Gwynn and Chris on the other side. Here's some traffic.
From the 855, get Ross.
Joseph Musgrove in the building.
Give him a round of applause, everyone.
It's not a bad setup right here, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all. How you doing, Joe?
I feel great, man. Yeah, really good. Excited.
I heard you say on the stage today, 2 months away from throwing a baseball.
Yeah.
What are those 2 months going to be like for you?
A lot of patience, you know. I've been working really hard, man. Been really diligent with the rehab. The strengthening stuff has all been, you know, right on par. I've kind of hit every checkpoint with ease, and that was something that was told to me early on. Is like, you know, really give it the time that you need on the front end. You don't throw for 6 months regardless, so. You know, don't try to go out and be a hero and get yourself throwing in 4 months. Just, you know, do all the rehab, hit all the checkpoints, and then, you know, maybe make up some time on the back end, you know, once I'm consistently throwing. So strength feels really good. It's just, you know, getting the shoulder moving again and back in, like, certain ranges before I start playing catch.
For those who may not know, I don't think it was ever going to be in question whether Joe was going to attack his rehab the way he has already started to attack it. This is one of the most hard-working people I've ever been around. But this is new territory for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a guy who I consider well-educated on anything he's about to walk through.
Yeah.
What was your education like leading up to surgery? I know you must have talked to a billion people. You don't leave stones unturned.
Yeah.
What was that like, getting yourself prepared for this surgery?
Yeah, I got a notebook full of pages of you know, conversations, phone calls, doctor visits. I, you know, vetted 3-4 different doctor options. Called everybody I knew that had, you know, had Tommy John, called guys that had had it twice, and, you know, what the difference was the second time around compared to the first. So
this is your first, correct?
My first one, yeah. So I feel like I've done, you know, every bit of the homework that I could. I feel like I was as prepared and as, you know, educated on, you know, the process as possible. And now it's just, you know, putting the, you know, the lessons that I've learned from other people and their experiences, along with, you know, the feel and the trust that I have for myself.
We're talking to Joe Musgrove here on 97.3 The Fan. And Joe, last year you called into our show. And
yeah, there we go.
You played a prank on me, and it was a really good prank because my heart stopped a beat for a second, and it still does, but I appreciate you doing that. This is the first time we've actually been able to talk about it.
A little locker room talk. It's all good, baby.
I told him, I told these folks that his eyes almost popped out of his head when Joe got on that phone.
Well, yeah, when I'm told I can't come into the clubhouse, it's a little concerning, considering, you know, I'm not that crazy of a guy, but
no,
anyway.
you're good by us down there. You're
Okay,
welcome
good.
whenever.
All right. I just wanted to ask you about the mental side of things, because it's got to be hard knowing you're coming into the year you're not going to pitch.
Right.
But you still have to keep working. How do you stay in that zone?
I think, you know, first off, it's a little bit of a relief. It's a chance to kind of step back from, you know, the constant mentality and approach of, like, being on edge and getting ready and prepared, and just the stresses that, you know, any ball player deals with on the day-to-day of, like, mechanics feeling out of whack, or as spring gets closer, maybe you haven't hit the checkpoints that you want to hit, or things aren't, you know, as consistent as you like it to be. So not having to deal with those stresses has been super nice. You know, I've been able to focus on life a little bit, got engaged, you know, got a new home, made some moves. Yeah, so it's been really good. And I think, once I had the surgery, I knew what was ahead of me and, how long the road was. And, it took a little while to get to a good headspace, but I feel like I'm in a great spot now. And, I was saying earlier out on the stage, I'm not claiming to be Superman, but I really believe in my ability to heal and, my ability to, to push my body and get it ready. So I'm preparing and shooting for a return in the postseason at some point. And if, we're a month away from that and I realize it's a long shot, I'm completely fine with, sitting out and, preparing for 26. But I keep myself busy, man. I've really tried to be an extension of the coaching staff and, provide, assistance and help and, experience and, things that help these younger guys and, some of our guys that are transitioning to a starting role, help their careers grow. So, keep myself busy and keeping tasks, to have, at my fingertips, things to work on has been a good relief for me.
Joseph Musgrove in the building.
Give him a round of applause, everyone.
What's up? It's not a bad setup right here, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all. How you doing, Joe?
I feel great, man. Yeah, really good. Excited.
I heard you say on the stage today, 2 months away from throwing a baseball.
Yeah.
What are those 2 months going to be like for you?
A lot of patience, I've been working really hard, man. Been really diligent with the rehab. The strengthening stuff has all been, right on par. I've kind of hit every checkpoint with ease. And that was something that was told to me early on is like, really give it the time that you need on the front end. You don't throw for 6 months regardless. So, don't try to go out and be a hero and get yourself throwing in 4 months. Just, do all the rehab, hit all the checkpoints, and then, maybe make up some time on the back end, once I'm consistently throwing. So, strength feels really good. It's just, getting the shoulder moving again and back in like certain ranges before I start playing catch.
For those who may not know, I don't think it was ever going to be in question whether Joe was going to attack his rehab the way he has already started to attack it. This is one of the most hard-working people I've ever been around. But this is new territory for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a guy who I consider well-educated on anything he's about to walk through.
Yeah.
What was your education like leading up to surgery? I know you must have talked to a billion people. You don't leave stones unturned.
Yeah.
What was that like, getting yourself prepared for this surgery?
Yeah, I got a notebook full of pages of conversations, phone calls, doctor visits. I vetted 3-4 different doctor options. Called everybody I knew that had.
Got a few things to get done in this segment, but nothing more important than telling you this. Football talk on 97.3 The Fan is presented by Paramount Plus. You can count on much these days. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the National Football League. It's on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday on CBS and Paramount Plus all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Also, if you're watching on the YouTube chat, welcome, and we appreciate you being there. Across the bottom of the screen, Skraby is putting the information for all of you as to how you can get signed up for our Gwynn and Chris overtime bonus content, which we pop up on the YouTube page from time to time. It's a couple times a week right now. Probably going to be doing that more and more as we go along. It's free to subscribe, but we'd like you to be subscribed so that you can keep up with all of the things that we're doing. For those that are not watching on YouTube, Skraby, please tell the rest of the people how they can get that content.
You can go to youtube.com/@Gwynn and Chris SD, or just type in Gwynn and Chris on YouTube. You will find some shorts. You will find all of our live shows. So if you watch the YouTube or sometimes watch the show on YouTube, you can go to the Gwynn and Chris page. You can still go to the 97.3 page. That won't change. But our place is at youtube.com/@Gwynn and Chris SD.
My wife, who's good at this stuff, said that she checked out, I think it was the Instagram analytics of things that you've been posting.
Me?
Yes. And she said that your post of me telling you to
yes.
That it was during the commercial break, she said that has done the best.
Let me go look
of anything that you've posted.
Let me look.
So I think I'm just throwing this out, and I think the listeners would back me up. I think we need more content from things that we talk about during the break.
I've only been saying,
Tony,
leave the camera and sound on.
Because between segments of the show, oftentimes we have really funny stuff that doesn't obviously get on the air.
The only thing that makes me nervous.
We're going to have to PG it up a little bit.
The only thing that makes me nervous is like swear words and.
Well, there was a swear word on that one, and you beat it out. So what was the problem?
Because if we're,
it doesn't have to go out on the air.
Obviously. That's true.
We can just set some cameras up in here and just kind of.
I think people would love to get like one time a day they get to see stuff that we're doing in a commercial break.
Your post has been passed up. The post of you swearing at me in the break has been passed up, which I didn't look at these things, but hey guys, we got over 3,000 views on that bad boy.
What was it passed up by?
What does it pass up by?
A reaction, or Alden Gonzalez talking about Albert Pujols.
Okay. Well,
that's Padres.
It's all on there.
It is.
It's all on there.
Our biggest YouTube one was the day Mike Schilt retired, and we put up the first overtime episode.
We know the people are hungry for Padres.
We know people like it,
sure.
But I think we got to start giving them once a day. I know that's a test.
Yeah, you just signed me up for something. Jeez.
Well, Tony said he just keep the thing rolling. What do you have to do?
It's not that easy.
It's still got to get cut, and he's got to go. It's a lot of work. So.
It's like Okay, Chris, I'm not.
Let's settle that a different time.
Oh, I was just gonna tell Chris, like, it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to make one of those little videos.
Yeah. And you got to be clever.
Why don't you teach me how to do it, and I'll do it.
That would be my
worst
nightmare.
We won't get one a day.
You don't think I'd get it up
if it's
there?
up to you, we won't. I promise you we won't.
All I can say is the commercial breaks are similar to this, except they're a little louder and more.
Adam just texted me. He said, Chris has actually cursed on the air before.
That's right. I did.
As the great Jesse Agler always tells me, you can do anything once. And then after that, it's a risk.
Can't do it again.
It's a risk.
I was, yeah.
You were fired up that day.
No, I wasn't even that fired up.
What was it?
It was something college football.
Yeah.
No idea. But
I don't recall, but I was not pleased with that development.
Oh, someone said that you should be the social media person for the show, which I am all for, Chris.
No, I don't think he should.
And Tony's seen me at work there. He knows that there'll be no more social media.
We all have to know thyself, right? And I think Chris knows himself well. I think we know Chris well.
I was excited.
Social media would not be
I was
his
excited because a couple of days ago, I actually went online and ordered a sandwich to go pick up, and I executed it all.
You didn't need any help once the order was done?
There was no help around, so I had to figure it out. And you know what? I showed up, the order was there, and I was pleased with myself.
I'm sorry.
Very nice.
I cannot give anyone props for
come
being
on
proud of ordering online.
Listen, for some of us, it takes a little bit longer, Scrape. Show some grace.
I saved myself having to drive over there. Wait.
This is Chris Ello. He actually attempted to order online. Are you kidding me? That's progress.
Oh, I guess Adam said that you got mad at Big Ten teams complaining about the early kickoffs. Like such a random topic, too.
That's what it was. And then I was upset at the money they were taking in, and I said they didn't have a right to say any complaint.
Oh, look who's up in LA right now in a suit. Albert Pujols.
Dude,
he's a busy guy today.
He's been up there like the last 2 days.
I just saw it for the first time.
Welcome.
All right. Future Padre manager, potentially. Blue Jay lineup is out. No Springer again tonight. Otherwise, pretty much the same as last night. They shifted a couple of guys around in the order because the lefty Blake Snell is pitching. Vlad will bat second. And on down the line. They do have 3 lefties in the lineup again, Tony. Varsho, Barger, and Jimenez. And we talked about that in the first game. That is actually smart against Blake Snell. Do not just let him get in a groove against right-handed hitters.
Yeah, I mean, any pitcher the caliber of Blake, you can't let them settle in to one side of the plate and just go to work from there. It's really, it makes their job that much easier.
Yeah.
And so just even if those guys are out, just forcing Blake to have to change it up in terms of the side of the plate he's throwing to most of the time is, I think, beneficial.
And Varsho was hard.
Eventually, they end up getting to him.
Yeah, right. Varsho was hardly an out. He hit that 2-run
right.
homer against them in the first game, which I think was one of the more impressive knocks of the postseason. The way Blake Snell's been pitching, for somebody to take him deep from lefty on lefty was pretty good. All right. We got what do we got coming up next, Mr. Skrabe?
I gotta go get your guys' wigs.
Oh, little sports core.
Now, I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about when Halloween is over, and we'll get into that on the other side.
All right.
Also, we'll be talking about Patrick Mahomes, and one person is very mad at their friend because they are someone that we do not like on this show.
What?
Like, it's not like a name I'm going to give you, but a type of person that we do
He's
not
trying
like.
to give us a tease, but he's making no sense. That's what he's
There's
trying
a
to
type
do.
of person that we don't like.
One last thing on the LSU football coach, because we talked about that at length and all of the crazy stuff going on with the governor. But you're the guy that does the name better than me, Tony. The former LSU coach would like to come back, apparently. Do you know who he is?
Ed Orgeron.
Orgeron. That's right. Old Ed Orgeron. Yeah, he says he wants to come back and do it again. So
Didn't he go out in a ball of flames?
He
with
had
like
hit some losses.
He like spent university money and
he left
I don't know.
2021.
I don't
He
know
left in
about that part,
2021.
but
I don't know. Ed, if I was you, I'd put a call into the president
I think
and
he
see
hit-
if that get an in on it.
he hit on someone's wife or something too.
All right.
oh, this was right after he got fired, right?
Yeah,
That's all this,
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
piling on.
the piling on started.
Yes.
Makes sense.
More Gwynn and Chris coming up.
3:35 on the clock. This hour is brought to you by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. This ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples. We got a sports court headed your way.
I don't know if anybody can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Tony, you'd be the first old-style English judge to wear a cap.
And we gotta bring.
I like it though.
We gotta bring a little flavor to the seat.
I love that.
How? Where is your sources and these stories coming from today?
Oh, the
first
one is a friend.
Day?
The first one is a friend.
Okay.
The second one was something I saw online, and I thought it would be fun to play. One of them's a Reddit, and then another one was a comment I found on a newspaper article.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have no traffic, so let's get to court.
Do you have a sports issue, San Diego? Do you need a third party to make a decision? The guys have put on their robes and picked up their gavels.
All rise. Here comes the judge.
Gwynn and Chris Sports Court starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. If you love Mediterranean food, try Spiro's for authentic Mediterranean cuisine in Coronado or La Jolla. For dining or takeout options, visit spiroscuisine.com. We're going to start easy and then get into things. Let's see.
Am I hearing things?
Oh, I hear something too. What is that?
It's probably my phone. It usually is, but not today.
It's not my phone.
Is it the TV screen? There's a little sound coming out.
I don't know.
Nope, it's not my phone either.
Oh, I hear it now.
What is that?
Is that my? Oh, it's my computer.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, I was like, that's kind of creepy
Yeah.
because it's just people like talking. Like, is there a ghost in the room or something like that? All right. Here's the first one, and it is about Halloween. So I want to get your guys' opinion. Chris, you'll be up first today.
Thank you.
My wife is forcing me to go to a Halloween party on Sunday, and she won't let me be right. I told her November 2nd is too late for me to dress up in a Halloween costume on a work night. I would have been fine with it being last weekend because Halloween was still upcoming. I told her that since Halloween is over, as soon as that clock strikes midnight on Friday night, it's over. I'm not going, and she won't get me to go. Chris, is Halloween over on November 1st?
I'm not sure, but I'll see you at the party Sunday night, pal. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's right. I'm not going out on a Sunday on November 2nd wearing a costume. Come on. And by
Why
the way,
not?
who's having a party on a Sunday night?
I don't know. It's October 29th right now, and I'm sitting here with a wig on my head. It's not really that
I mean,
big
it
of a
could
deal.
be June 10th, and you would still be wearing the wig.
I don't know. This seems is this not more the fault of the people having the party, kind of?
Right.
I mean, right? It's not your wife's fault. I mean, they got you got invited, but who in the world's having a Halloween party on 2 days after Halloween? That's the part that's troubling. But yeah, if you want to be hardcore, then you can not wear a costume when you sleep on the couch. But other than that, just go have a good time, eat some free food, and big whoop. People get a little bit this whole a lot of these posts that we get on the sports court that I'm hearing are from people. For lack of a better term, they sound a lot like you would.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Which is
He's saying it.
which
saying
is
it's you,
I'm not
basically.
going to do that. I'm me, and I'm in charge of me, and I just do what I want. And that's just not the
I
way.
shook my head,
Accurate.
yes.
Kinda accurate.
It's not the way to be. Just get over yourself and sacrifice a little bit for your partner, who I believe, or at least I hope, sacrifices for you from time to time.
I can totally understand that and buy that. But I'm not going to look like the idiot on November 2nd on Sunday night walking
But everybody
around
else at the party's going to look like the idiot. So
But then-
big deal. Like
Tony.
you're not the only one that has to dress up, right?
Is Halloween over on November 1st? Should they have or should he be able to go or not be able to go to the party?
Halloween's over November 1st, 12 a.m.
So there you go. So the party, he doesn't have to go?
I'm saying I don't want to dress up after October 31st. I'll go to the party, but I don't want to dress up.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm not a big Halloween guy to begin with. And so, the idea of dressing up on November 2nd, it's just not feeling it.
I'm with you.
That being said,
go.
He should go.
I knew that was
and
gonna
dress
happen.
up.
I knew that was going to happen.
And have an attitude about it for all day until he goes, and then enjoy yourself.
I mean,
either that or double down and say, heck no, you're staying home and watching football all day and all night.
What is the Sunday night football game this week?
Watch it be a see, that's not even a great
That's not
one.
a great game. They predicted that Jaden Daniels would be playing more than Marcus Mariota. All right, so basically what Tony is saying is begrudgingly go, and what Chris is saying is
yes,
you should be a nice man like I would be and just go without any sort of conversation.
No, I think you should be kind of a weak, nice man like me. Yeah, let's say it for what it really is.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go to this one. I have a friend who is one of those people who sends nasty messages to athletes after they have a bad performance.
Yes.
And I hate that my friend is like this. I despise these people, and I think they're going to end up ruining sports for everyone. I didn't know this until he commented on an athlete's IG, and the athlete actually put his comment up that came from his burner account. My friend was so incredibly excited, he showed everyone he knew. He said, quote, "Look who reposted me." Basically celebrating the fact he is happy about trolling a player. I've tried to tell him he shouldn't be doing that, and even after 15 years of friendship, he just won't listen. Tony, is this worth breaking off a 15-year friendship for?
I mean, wow, is it worth? Yes and no. I mean, I think people like this, there should be a freedom to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Your Honor.
No,
Wait your turn, Your Honor.
Getting us focused.
I think these type of people should be allowed to be punched in the face. I do, and I think athletes should start doing it. You should set the find out what the cost is going to be, so that it's set across the board. That the judge rules is.
Well, we're ruling here in this courtroom that there's no penalty at all.
I think
for giving a two-piece to somebody that sends you mail after a game.
As far as death threats and all this stuff.
Yeah, two-piece, that is the punishment.
I think that should be allowed. I do. I think if you get sued, I think these guys make enough money now. They can throw it out. Or you could just set them out.
No, look at the letter I got. I got a letter from this idiot saying he's going to kill my family. You don't think I'm allowed to do anything back in retaliation?
I think it's worth the risk. Now, to the question,
yes,
whether
is it worth it?
Is it worth it? I think to break off your friendship, I don't know that it affects you.
Bye-bye.
That I don't know that it affects you as his friend, that he is like that.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't want to associate
years,
myself with someone who does that.
That's a stand-up thing right there. I don't know that a lot of people would do that though. Because there's a lot of people right now that have friends that do it as we speak, and they are still friends with them.
Clay said it took 15 years to know your friend, huh? I mean, I guess he was doing it from a burner. No one really knew.
I know if any of my friends did that,
they would know.
They would definitely
hide it from you.
They would have to hide it from you.
Here, I just want you guys to look at the camera. Look who that is up there with a wig. I love it. That's Ernie Johnson. If you can see him on the TNT or the ESPN.
They all have
Charles
wigs
is on the right with the orange. Kenny.
This is what we do. We're in good company there.
So we're right in there with everybody.
All right, Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, cut your friend off. Cut him off.
Snip, snip.
I'd move on from this friend. I'm really adamantly feel strongly about people that are sending death threats to athletes. I cannot support that in any way.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, it's worth it.
We need to get back to the 90s style where you couldn't just get on the keyboard and type what you wanted. There were consequences to the things that you said. getting punched in the face
would be that
was one of
consequence.
them.
Yeah,
because as you've said many times, Tony, that athlete whose family you threatened, if you ran into them later that night at the market, you would run up to them and ask for an autograph.
Most likely.
So tired of you people out there with that.
All right, let's check some traffic on the other side. We'll talk about Patrick Mahomes, and then we have one parent who refuses to buy his kid something.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Toyota. Poway voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today. We're up to kind of a busy start this afternoon, guys. Got a couple of folks that need to get their vehicles in for some servicing. Westbound 8 at Taylor Street, stall in the Center Divide, and a stall has been moved into the Center Divide on South 805 right before Murray Ridge. Southbound 5 before SeaWorld Drive, collision blocking the 2 right lanes. We've also got this crash on eastbound 54 at 4th Avenue. Those vehicles are over to the right shoulder, heading up the coastline, northbound 5 before Delmar Heights Road. There is a collision over to the right shoulder. Toyota Poway has been voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today with APRs as low as 0% and tons of new Toyotas on the ground. No tricks, only treats during the Trucktober sales event happening now only at Toyota Poway or online at toyotaofpoway.com in the heart of San Diego. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
M. McKee said something on the chat about our last topic that I thought was pretty smart. If they do stuff like that, what else are they capable of? It's very true.
Very good. Can I just, the quick aside, during that traffic update, I reached over and I took a sip of my Big Gulp. And I thought, what if I were really a judge? Could I bring a Big Gulp up to the bench and while they're talking, have a sip?
I think
or would
as
that
a
be
judge,
unprofessional?
I think as a judge, you could do what you want, but I think the other judges in the community would judge you
and say, that's not the best.
That's not how we do things
like,
around here.
On
That's
the
not
count,
how we do things around.
On the count of murder one.
What did you, Jory? What did you guys find?
Will you still stand? Will you please stand?
He does do that. He does. Or it's like the bottom of where you're like slurping up the bottom through a straw and it just makes all that noise.
What are you talking about?
All right.
He literally does it all the time.
All right, Monday night during the Chiefs-Commanders game, there was a play that gently sent Patrick Mahomes to the ground, and the Commanders defender got a 15-yard penalty. Here is the video of the play and Troy Aikman's comments.
You see, he gets a personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Number 95, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, didn't land on him, threw him down. Yeah, and it wasn't a lot, but with that said, when it comes to quarterbacks, especially this one, they're going to protect them. And, Johnny does a great job. He gets back there, and it's just a lot of frustration coming out on his part.
I thought the best line of that was they're going to protect quarterbacks, especially this one.
That's what people are I said this yesterday.
That's what they're glomming onto.
Gleaning onto.
Gleaning onto.
So yes, Troy Aikman said that it was Patrick Mahomes. Joe Buck basically said, no, it's a penalty. I think Tony's up. Is this actually a penalty here?
Yes.
I knew
Can't
Tony was going to say that.
Throw the quarterback down like a rag doll. I know he tried to hold up right at the end after he already slung
After he started to throw him down, he realized this isn't going to work.
This isn't going to work.
Yeah.
But you can't do it. So stop doing it. Stop doing it.
And Troy Aikman is erroneous in this case by
erroneous
saying,
on all counts.
Well, he's in saying that you can't do that to this quarterback especially. I'm pretty sure Purdy got tossed like that down. You'd be, as a fan, go, hey, where's the flag?
The only reason I would say that is
flag.
Because other quarterbacks get that penalty.
All right.
Every quarterback should get that penalty.
Well,
but every quarterback does not get that penalty.
Well, I don't know. I don't see a lot of guys flung down like that.
I've never seen someone gently land on the ground as soft as Patrick Mahomes did.
See how you try to go to 10 when you lie about
Patrick Mahomes.
You couldn't gently. You couldn't throw him down gently. Stop it.
David says in the chat, if you want to say it's late, fine. But you can't say it's unnecessary roughness. It could be a late hit.
If it's late, then it's unnecessary. That's the whole concept.
Judge
Has anybody ever seen
Mozart
the
over there?
Has anybody ever seen the Ben Dreith video? Former referee talked about after a quarterback got hit, said he was in there giving him the business.
Yes,
That is a funny video. If you ever get a chance to watch it.
Oh, you were just bringing it up. I
Yes,
thought you
sir.
were.
Yeah, no.
I thought you were adding to the conversation.
No, sir.
No, sir. I love it when a judge calls me sir.
Right.
All right, final one. This has been an issue with me lately, these e-bikes. But here it goes.
Oh, yeah.
I am a parent who refuses to give my kid an e-bike. Standing ovation. Standing ovation. Number one, I cannot handle all of the nuisances on the road. My kid hates me, and I don't care. Number two, they're very dangerous. My wife thinks it's going to teach him responsibility. I know my kid. He will not learn responsibility from this. Chris, you're up first. Am I being too hard on him by not buying him an e-bike?
Well, I'm going to need more information.
All
I mean,
right.
is your kid just a complete disaster out there?
Don't know anything about that.
And okay, then I also need to know what is it that he's worried is going to happen with an e-bike. Why?
This is definitely.
I know
a
they go a
Skraby
little bit
question
quicker.
right here.
You pedal. To me, they're just easier to get around in. I guess you can go a little faster than a normal bike, but
Not just a little faster. These bikes are going like 50 miles an hour.
well, I don't
50
know
might
about
be a
that.
little exaggeration.
They're going 120 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I've been on an e-bike before. I really don't know that I got up to 50.
He said
Yes, many of
50
them.
miles per hour.
Now I'm
Knock it
curious.
off,
I don't know this about
we
you.
Tour, I mean, sounds aloof to me, but when Lori and I went to, I think, Paris, we toured the wine country going up and down hills on an e-bike. It was very, very helpful to have.
You are my worst.
I know I'm
nightmare.
the worst.
It's like this guy in a wig going up the hill.
Did I not tell you this is a Skraby question? Look how fired up for him about this as he is right now.
Here's my answer then. I'm going to say, you know what? If you don't let your kid have an e-bike, even though that's within your wherewithal and his or whatever it is, he's going to find another way to go fast or, get whatever that. If you feel he's only getting it for the thrill, he'll find another way to get it.
I would assume he's getting it because all of his friends have one.
Right.
Well, that's normally a good enough reason for me.
Listen, my mom used to tell me, listen, those ain't my kids. So guess what? You're out of luck, son.
Those ain't my kids. Oh, my goodness. If she written a book, yeah,
she should. She should.
It should be called "Those Aren't My Kids."
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. or not keeping up with the Joneses. That was another one I heard all the time. Is he? What was the question?
Is he just a bad parent?
No, not a bad parent. I mean, listen, it took me a while to come around to the e-scooters.
The bird
stand-up
scooters?
scooters?
my
Those
children
look like they're way dangerous, but I know the kids ride them with
e-bikes.
ease.
They're all kind of, if written incorrectly, are
Yeah,
all
I would
dangerous.
think anything.
But I respect his decision not to do it. There are a ton of kids that don't seem to have any training when it comes to these e-bikes or e-scooters. They ride like they are an actual car, and that's a problem because they're not a car.
Well,
And
my general distaste for bicyclists in general should come into play here.
Right. Yeah,
I wouldn't hate you bicycle people if you could stay in the bicycle lane, which you never do.
This is where I think this is why it's a Skraby question, because I heard him complaining about it not that long ago. There are a lot of people frustrated with the e-bike, and
if they ride it
with the youth e-bike and e-scooter kind of movement.
If they
right
ride it responsibly, I'm all good. But honestly, sometimes I'm coming home from work when it's dark, and there's like 7 of them
Right.
that just come out of nowhere with no lights
and
on.
and they don't.
And then I go to jail if I hit them.
They don't stay in the bike lane. Listen, we ended up getting our kids one of them. I can't remember which one we got, but we got one of them one. And it was simple. Like, if we catch you without a helmet or riding this thing recklessly, you'll never ride it again. And so, I respect the parent for he's not a bad parent for not getting his son or daughter. Son?
Yes.
You can get the e-bike, but I'm not going to bail you out of the hospital.
All right,
there we
Chris
go.
First
I'm a good
fans.
parent, though.
Up next, 833-288-0973.
The Cowboys will host.
Welcome back to it. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. Little sports court there for your enjoyment. Coming up, looking forward to this. In this hour, Caleb Davis is the general manager of the San Diego State football team. Yes, there are such things now. You may have heard, I think the highest profile one I remember was Andrew Luck.
I think
the GM at Stanford now.
I think Shaq is the GM for Sac State hoop team.
Shaq is at Sac State.
Yeah.
Oh, remember Woj became the GM for St. Bonaventure?
Yes. Maybe Shaq should go down to LSU and replace the athletic director who's down there.
He won't be picking anything either, it sounds like.
Apparently not. And man, that Shaq statue outside the arena at LSU, though, that's
ones,
awesome. I just thought of that. But Caleb Davis is the San Diego State football GM. I'm looking forward to, just asking him, because he's probably going to be one of the guys that actually knows the answers to all of our NIL questions that we all kind of wish we knew the answer to, but we really don't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's not often that you're going to get a chance to hear from one of these GMs, because I'm not sure exactly how it works in collegiate sports. So I'm very excited to talk to Caleb.
He was at Notre Dame and now with San Diego State. And of course, the Aztecs are having such a great season, 6-1. Wyoming coming to Snapdragon this Saturday. The Aztecs have been installed as an 11-point favorite. I mean, you talk about going from the bottom of the barrel up to the cream of the crop.
I just want to point out, you see the uniforms that are hanging up in that
same
locker?
Ones they wore yesterday for the Blue Jays. Yeah, I can imagine after they won. That game, of course, game 5 is an hour away. So we'll keep an eye on that when we get around to it. But Aztecs started the season. They wouldn't have been 11-point favorites over even Stony Brook.
No.
But maybe they were. But the way they're playing now, it's really something, and it's been fun to see. I said it yesterday. I can't tell you what to do. I know it's your discretionary dollar, but this team and these kids are playing their butts off.
Yeah, they are.
And whatever the cost is not on them, man. They're going out and playing football, and they're playing it great right now. And I just hope that they can get the kind of support at the stadium that they've earned right now. So that's my pitch to you there. Skraby, ready for a little wait a minute. Wait. Don't you do anything. Hang on. Everybody. See, this is what Skraby has wrought. But
I made a mistake because I forgot that we were having Caleb Davis on at 4:20.
So I should hold that.
Yeah, you should hold the all guests until next.
All right, then let's get right. Then let me play the other one.
Yeah, go ahead and take mine.
This hour brought to you by Toyota Poway. Voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today. APRs as low as 0%. Tons of new Toyotas on the ground. No tricks, only treats during the Trucktober sales event happening now only at Toyota of Poway or online at toyotaofpoway.com in the heart of San Diego. My dad used to work in advertising way, obviously back when, and he had the Toyota account. And he tells me my dad was an embellisher, I will tell you. But my dad said that he was in on the meeting where they came up with the original line, "Get your hands on a Toyota, you'll never let go." That used to be their tagline back in the day.
Is that his thing? Like,
he
if
says
only they gave me my tagline.
He said he was in on that tagline. So good for you, Dad. All right.
I mean, if he was, that is.
It's a good one. Let's go to Chris versus the fans, though.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. I can't tell now if we already read the Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
Oh, okay. You will be qualified if you win for a chance to win our grand prize. I'm even messing myself up now. Trip for 2 to see Jerry Seinfeld in Las Vegas, including 2 tickets to the show on April 17th at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace, a 2-night stay at the Flamingo Hotel and Casino, and a $100 gas card. Jerry Seinfeld returns to the Coliseum at Caesars Palace on April 17th and 18th. See Ticketmaster.com for tickets. Now, the rules: you have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you are eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question, or you win if you're a first-time player. Let us know before you get into it, and you'll get that first question for free today. All right, let's get to our first contestant.
Your first what?
Contestant.
Contestant. Okay.
Cesar, welcome to the show. Happy hump day.
What's going on, boys? Long time.
Yes, it has been.
Here we go. First question. What horror villain can also be known as Nosferatu?
Frankie.
Frankie. Oh, no.
I don't really know this. The only other guess I would have is Dracula, though. So I might be wrong.
It is correct.
No. Sorry about that, Cesar. I really didn't know.
I feel bad for Cesar.
I didn't see Nosferatu.
It had been a long time. Let's not make it as long this time, Cesar.
Yeah, good to have you back in the
Nosferatu.
No, there was a movie last year,
Yeah,
Nosferatu, but I didn't pay any attention.
Johnny Depp's kid is
That
in
means Dracula?
Yeah, Dracula, Nosferatu. Nosferatu's not technically Dracula, but they're in the same universe, I guess you could say.
Okay, fair enough.
Nosferatu is
Back to the
more
show.
of
Back to the show.
a dark creature.
Goodness.
Who's our next contestant there, Scrape?
Nosferatu. Andrew.
Andrew, how are you, my friend?
Hello. Doing great. How about you guys?
Doing well.
Hi,
Doing
Andrew.
well. Here we go. First
Good luck.
question. What channel is Inside the NBA Now on?
Oh man, now that it's not TNT, which is the only answer I can think of. I'll say Bravo.
that would be a trip.
That would.
With what's his name? Andy Cohen hosting alongside Barkley. ESPN is on now. Sorry, you kind of outthought yourself there, Andrew, because that would have been probably a decent jump to make, but that's where they went to ESPN.
We got a new manager named
Where?
for the Twins.
Oh, who's that? Sorry about that, Andrew.
Former Pirate manager Derek Shelton.
Oh,
I didn't even know he had left the Pirates.
Well, he did get fired last year.
Did he? I
Yeah.
forgot that.
According to John Heyman, Twins to name Derek Shelton their new manager. So there you have it. Another one off the board.
Yeah, that's not moving the needle for me, nor I doubt for too many people in Minneapolis, but okay.
All right. We move to our next contestant.
Actually, I got an update on Nosferatu.
Okay.
Tyler-
What? Nosferatu.
Tyler told me that I slightly had it wrong. The original Nosferatu silent film was inspired by Bram Stoker's Dracula novel, but they couldn't get the rights, and so they made up a similar vampire character.
Okay.
But they're
supposed to be
in the same
guy.
universe.
Gotcha.
Yes. Phew.
Is there anyone out there who needed to know that?
Everyone.
Due to rights, they couldn't be the same guy.
It's always about money.
Next contestant.
Let's go to
please.
Patrick.
Patrick, welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday. Patrick, you there?
Hello, Patrick.
Oh, yes. It's actually Dylan.
Oh, Dylan.
Dylan.
Skraby can't read, apparently.
No, I mean, that's where
All right, Dylan, here we go. First question. I don't like the way you asked it, so I'm going to ask it a different way. Who had the most strikeouts for the Padres in 2025?
Strikeouts. Jackson Merrill?
No,
See,
sorry.
That's why I
Sorry.
put that word in there.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I guess I'll ask it the way Skraby wanted me to ask it. Who threw the most strikeouts for the Padres in
I
2025?
was trying to differentiate.
Dylan Cease.
Nice work. Nice work.
By the way, on the Skraby show last night, I said we're going to miss him if he
Oh,
departs.
yes.
Dylan Cease?
We will indeed.
Correctly answered by Dylan. This isn't Dylan Cease, is it?
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Question number 2.
Okay.
Who's the youngest active head coach in the NFL? Youngest active.
So number
Head
2 or
coach.
3?
This
Number
is 2.
Wow, tough, I'd say. Just on the top of my.
Would it be Aiden O'Connell or not Aiden O'Connell? Minnesota's O'Connell.
You got it, O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell. We'll take it.
O'Connell's good.
Kevin O'Connell, not
Yeah.
Aiden. That's a quarterback.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, it's
Stay
not
there.
good. It's not
Stay
the right
there,
answer.
Dylan.
I don't know at all. There's a couple of really young ones out there now. I was going to go with my favorite, Sean McVay, but I'm going to switch to Liam Cohen.
Ooh.
Darn it.
Liam Cohen looks like he's 45 years old.
Oh, he does. All right.
Kellen Moore.
Yep.
Youngest active
37.
head coach in the NFL.
Kevin O'Connell's the same exact birthday as me, same year born, so we're both 40.
Dylan, you're still in this thing.
Good for you, Dylan.
Question number 3.
For the win.
Oh,
Is Kellen Moore in over his head by like a wide margin as well, or does he just have no talent?
Is he in New Orleans?
Saints,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in over.
I don't know that he's over, but the organization's in over their head. It feels like.
Yeah.
Hope you're old enough for this one. Who was the last Jets head coach to have a winning record over multiple years? Multiple.
Rex Ryan.
Rex.
No.
You would think so.
This is why you.
Older than Rex? Maybe newer than Rex. There was a guy. Yeah, I can picture all these Jets coaches beating the Dolphins year after year, but I'm trying to, come up with one here. Weeb Eubanks.
Weeb
what?
Eubanks.
He was the coach of the Jets, Joe Namath Super Bowl team back in the day. So I'm going with Weeb Eubanks.
Going with Weeb.
Is it Weeb?
Show me Weeb.
Oh, come on.
It's not Weeb.
I wish it was Weeb.
You win, Dylan.
Yeah.
Nice work, Dylan.
Who was it?
Stay there.
Who was it? I just too many guys.
Bill
I can't remember them.
Parcells.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The tuna.
One of the worst nicknames of all time.
The tuna.
The big tuna.
If
So
someone
you're
called
telling
me a
me
big
Rex
tuna,
Ryan-
do I smell?
Rex Ryan got to the championship game
He
back-to-back
kind of built
years.
like a tuna. Tall,
He's built like a
like
tuna.
long.
Is that where it came from?
I don't know. That's
either.
what I came up with.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out Jets head coaches because
Wait,
you would
are
think
you
it
not
was-
sure about this?
No, I am. I just looked it up. But Al Groh, do you remember that name?
Yeah.
He coached
Vaguely.
1 year, but he was the last coach to have like a winning record. So multiple years went to
Well,
Bill
with all due
Parcells.
respect,
Oh gosh, here
you're
we
going to
go.
hate me. 2009 Rex Ryan Jets 9-7. 2010 Rex Ryan Jets 11-5.
Multiple years.
That's 2 years, and I only say it because they were in the conference title game both years. That's why I
That
looked it
wasn't the
up.
question, though.
the question.
What was it?
I'll read it again. Who was the last Jets head coach to have a winning record over multiple years?
All right. I'll admit that maybe I
That's
was
two. That's multiple.
Well, I was maybe too focused on my result that I wanted, but I really did mean.
That happens to you quite often.
Yeah, but you're wrong. So it's
But no,
just
no,
not
no,
work.
no,
He's also right, but he's also
Yes,
wrong.
thank
Well,
you.
good news is Dylan Gextress, Ryan, which was the correct answer.
Yes.
It's not the correct.
It is too. Well, ask the question
The
again. How are
actual
you going to get
no,
around
the
this?
actual
Who was
answer was
the
Bill
last Jets? Who was the last Jets head coach to
Right.
have a winning record over multiple years?
Wouldn't
That was the
Todd
question.
Bowles maybe be that guy then? Adam Gase? No, he only
mean,
won
the
that.
All
fact-
right. What do you? Okay,
You-
wait a
We
minute.
do
Are
need to
you
go to
trying
break
to
because
say?
our guest is calling in.
No. Okay. But no, I wanted to say one last thing. What you meant to say was that Rex Ryan's career record with the Jets was
Who had
better
the
than 500.
Yeah, right.
What it came out as is that he had 2 winning seasons.
Right.
So you just didn't ask it right, which is not the first time.
Of course, Chris has to be obnoxious about it all.
And you have to take it to heart every
Let's
time.
go.
Well, because Chris, when he gets things wrong, he loses his mind.
Let's go to break. Caleb Davis.
Dylan got it right. I was trying to
I
stick up
know.
for him.
Football. Aztecs football GM. Caleb
Maybe this would be a
Davis
break to run the live camera.
joins us next.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents are in.
It's a scary movie, yes.
Whatever. 4:20 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby. Our next guest, Caleb Davis, SDSU football GM, joins us via the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their futures when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. I'm excited to have Caleb on. I'm hoping that he can fill in the blanks on a lot of questions I have. Caleb,
you know, we're both poor former Aztec starving college students. I wish we had met Caleb when we were in school, Tony.
Oh, it would have been so nice to have someone like Caleb around when we were in school. Caleb, welcome to the show. How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm living the dream. Appreciate you guys for having me on.
Well, Caleb, first and foremost, you know, you're the GM of a hot San Diego State football team right now. First, what does a GM do in college realm? This is a relatively new concept in college sports in general. What does this occupation for you cover?
So I've kind of at this point been able to sum it down to I pretty much try to implement Coach Lewis's and our vision on this program in every single facet, every single day, to where things that he can't focus on because he's worried about winning ball games, I can now put on my plate. So obviously in the revenue sharing era, that does handle budgeting and figuring out a way to pay for our athletes, but it's also how can I build relationships across campus with academics, with boosters and alumni, along with your typical high school and transfer portal recruitment and talent acquisition phase.
Caleb, all right, so with the NIL, I mean, the simplest question I can ask is how has this changed everything from the perspective of the school, the perspective of the athlete? Is there any way to kind of distill it down to just a few things that all of us can better understand?
I would say name, image, and likeness has amplified what used to be so important. So everyone thinks, you know, college football is getting away from what makes it special, but I disagree. I think the need for true relationships with your kids, with these athletes and these boosters and alumni is more important today than it ever was before.
Caleb Davis joins us here, San Diego State football GM. And Caleb, you've kind of cut your teeth across the board when it comes to college football. You got your start at Cincinnati. You moved on to I believe it was Troy. You had 2 stints at Notre Dame. Especially at your stop in Notre Dame, because that's when kind of the NIL thing started to really come on a lot faster. What kind of things did you learn as you did so many different occupations and different jobs in the college football realm that help you now as a GM?
I think the number one thing is just the need for relationships and everything. I mean, a big part of the reason why I got brought to Notre Dame was because of my relationship with 2 people, Marcus Freeman, the head football coach, and Chad Bowden, the previous general manager there. But I was able to just take and learn so much from how they operated every single day. And again, it's a need for a relationship with these kids, but how can we be creative and find a way to make our budget stretch and compete with some of these other programs, and relationship, creativity, and innovation is always top of mind.
San Diego State football general manager Caleb Davis is our guest, and it's good to have you aboard here, and part of an Aztec football program that is probably helping to make your life a little easier right now, Caleb. Wins on the field, 6-1. Home game coming up Saturday. By the way, I'm going to say it again. Go to the game. Support these kids. You can get tickets at goaztecs.com. They're playing Wyoming. Caleb, the winning, the culture, Sean Lewis, talk about how this is all kind of, you know, coming together here in the second year, very much the way I'm sure Coach Lewis would want it to.
Well, I think it starts with our best players chose to stay home. You know, they decided to put faith in Coach Lewis and trust his vision, trust his plan, trusted us that this was the right push for him. Because, I mean, we had 7 underclassmen all-conference players. We retained all 7 of them. They all had bigger offers elsewhere to go to the portal and do different things. And, this whole offseason, that was one of my big pitches. Is like, guys, we're turning this around. These kids want to stay. We were one of only 6 programs in the country to retain as many or more than that, and the other 6 were all double-digit win teams or playoff teams. So we kind of knew from the inside, like, this was going to be a special season. We got guys like Trey White, Chris Johnson, Eric Butler, Jordan Napier, Ross Masaiuli, all these kids that decided to trust us and stay. And now you're just, reaping the rewards of, they always say success is a lagging indicator. And I think this season's the best example of it.
Caleb Davis, San Diego State football GM, joins us here on Gwynn and Chris. And Caleb, a couple questions. You mentioned being able to think outside the box when it comes to retaining players. And the other thing I'll say is that little piece you just mentioned, being able to retain the guys you had, that's a staple on the basketball side. We see that very often, and it seems to kind of really materialize in the way that we've seen this season happen for the football side. So my question to you is, give me an example of some outside the box thinking that you may have, or that you've had to impart on. And also, what does it look like when the season ends, player X says, I'm thinking about the portal? How do you guys find out how much is being offered? Like, this to me would seem to be the really tough part. Like, you got to have the trust of the player for them to even give you this information, I would assume.
100%. And that's where I'll always go back to the number one thing that's most important is these relationships, and not fake relationships where you just pat them on the helmet and say, good job. But like, really, like, do they want to come kick it in your office, kick your feet up and just talk about their day or their lives? And when you have those types of relationships, one, the kids are pretty honest, but then it also goes like, obviously you need relationships across all of college football. Yeah. So I've got, throughout my time, a great network of great people that I can reach out and say, hey, what is this kid's market value? Or I can reach out to this agent or this high school coach, this anything. But again, it all starts with the relationships first. And then beyond that, like, the creativity, I think, just comes from, putting your feet to work and really creating genuine relationships with these donors, with these boosters, and kind of get them on board. So a lot of my creativity is kind of, that the access that I'm willing to like show these guys, like, really, okay, where is your money going? So we have a booster that's sitting down at practice, like, okay, so what's going on? I can point to, hey, we're 6-1 because of Chris Johnson's pick 6. You know why Chris Johnson stayed? Because of X amount of money. And I think people always point to the money piece first, but they also forget that, with name, image, and likeness now, some of these kids don't have to provide for their families like they used to. Like, some of these kids, I know you guys probably get it, like, you might have had to work a job in the off season or do this or do that. Like, we've had back-to-back semesters with over a 3.0 GPA for the first time in team history from what I'm aware of. Like, I actually think this era of college football is impacting academics and impacting, how these kids attack work every day in a positive way. And sometimes those are the stories that just don't get brought to life enough.
I think it's interesting that he mentioned the work component, which also can take away from your school. I wish I'd have thought of that, because I was working at the bookstore to make some extra money. That's why my grades weren't very good. I finally came up with a reason for why I couldn't do it. Caleb Davis is with us. He's the general manager of the football. I wish we had more time, but I do want to ask you this, and I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, and I hope I don't. But if you were in charge for a day or a week, and you could just make any little alterations or a change to the way the NIL works or where you would like to see it go, what would your suggestion be?
Oh, gosh.
You can get back to us later if you want. I know that was putting you on the spot. I didn't mean to do it. But
to be honest, my whole philosophy is like, it's here to stay. Just give us the guardrails and I'll make it work. I'll find a way to win. Like, I don't care what the rule is, what this parameter is. Like, just give me the blueprint and we'll find a way. That's how Coach Lewis has done it in his whole career. That's how San Diego State and the Aztec program, both football, basketball, the entire athletics, has always been here to stay. Give us the guardrails and we'll make it work.
It's kind of the way it has to be.
Fair enough.
You don't get to pick the rules, but you got to figure out a way to play with the rules. Caleb, Thank you for your time,
Absolutely.
man. We appreciate you coming on here and educating us a little bit.
Good luck, sir. Anytime you're
Absolutely.
welcome.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Caleb Davis, San Diego State football general manager. As Chris said, get out and support this team, man. They're out playing some good football. There's plenty of tickets available. Go Aztec.com to be able to join this team and help support.
Go to a
them.
game. I know you're hearing the ticket might be, look, there's a very affordable ticket too. So you don't have to pay. And just, look, drum together enough and go to a game. You'll have a good time. You'll see some good football. But these kids, it's the kids most than anything.
Yeah.
They're out there working their butts off, and they're giving us a really good team.
That's the thing.
So I hope that, people will help out.
It was one thing to
support
ask
that.
people to spend the money when the team wasn't playing well. This team is playing excellent right now. So
Really good.
get out to see
I've
them. All
enjoyed it.
guests on 97 through the Fan. Join us on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
I appreciate what he said about the NIL, but real quick, I have an answer to my own question.
You do.
And that is give them some money, but if they take money, then they forego the chance to keep
That's
transferring
the old
every year.
Greg Olson
idea
idea
I'm
right
with
there.
it though.
Yeah.
But I mean, enough of these kids playing 1 year at Oregon, 1 year at Oklahoma, the next year at North Carolina. That's just, I don't think that's even realistically fair in any line of work.
All right, let's get to break. On the other side, a big five coming from Mr. Skraby. More Gwynn and Chris.
6-minute blurb there by Bill Ritter, CBS guy. Writer, sorry. Talking about Mike Tomlin. This is the last year in Pittsburgh, he says. First of all, Michael Valenzuela, our esteemed boss, would love that. He's not a Tomlin fan, although he's a Steelers fan. But the Steelers are also in first place by 2 games in the loss column right now. Everyone else is terrible in that division.
Yeah.
So could the Steelers have a bad year and still win the division? And then would you fire Mike Tomlin?
I don't know. Bill's my guy, but I'm not on the.
You're not on the board with that one.
Fire Mike Tomlin.
I will say this: he's doing his best work this year. I think.
You think he's doing his best work this year?
I mean, DK helps, and so does
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers playing at
I don't
Aaron
care
Rodgers level.
what we say. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback they've had
since Terry Bradshaw.
No, not that far back.
Not
probably since Ben.
Yeah,
and I would say Ben like 2 years before he retired.
Okay,
because that last year Ben was just a standing target.
Well, I'm a big Tomlin fan, but there also does come an end to everything.
There does.
So we'll see where that goes. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. Dodgers, Jays, game 5, about a half an hour away. Dodgers have benched Andy Pages for this one, and the Blue Jays will once again be going without George Springer. Derek Shelton, formerly the Pirates, is now the new manager of the Twins. Yeah, that's those Twins fans I can hear celebrating down below. I mean, this has got to be like a so what hire, but all right, we'll see. And I think the other big news of the day, we had fun with this, but it's becoming, to me, it's like a story now. The fact that the Louisiana governor, rather, says the LSU athletic director will not be picking the next head coach of LSU football. The governor says, I'm not going to be doing it, but neither is the guy in charge. We may even ask President Trump if he wants to help us.
I
think this is a great story.
I don't know if you guys noticed how fast he said, I won't be doing it. Like he
didn't want any part of it either.
He didn't want that smoke either.
No, but he said the guy who hired Brian Kelly for a $54 million buyout is not going to get a chance to mess up again.
I can't be mad at the governor for
that part. I like
for that part.
Correct.
That part that's legit.
Yeah,
$150+ million spent on coaches not coaching. It is quite unbelievable.
Fair enough, Governor. All right, let's go to the leader of our fine show.
We got enough time for it?
Well, you know what? Let me throw a few more things out there.
I was just waiting for you to give everybody the news of the day before our 5 p.m. segment.
Did you want to tell everybody about the video you shot during the last commercial break where you're practically coming to blows?
I actually thought I was getting over it. Now I'm not over it. But yes, we did. I put it up on Instagram, Gwynn and Chris, and then on YouTube, Gwynn and Chris SD.
Well, apparently we'll be coming to blows again after traffic.
No, I'm going to woo-saw on traffic.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Toyota Poway, voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today. A lot of stuff going on, especially on southbound 805. An accident just before the 52. It's over to the right shoulder. Up ahead, stalled car being moved out of middle lanes right before Adams Avenue. Then a stall partially in the slow lane right before Telegraph Canyon Road. Southbound 5 still has this accident in National City right before Civic Center. It's over to the right shoulder. Eastbound 8 right before Hotel Circle. Hit and run crash, not showing if lanes are blocked. And a stall has just been moved into the center divide on northbound 15 past Miramar Way. Toyota Poway has been voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today with APRs as low as 0% and tons of new Toyotas on the ground. No tricks, only treats during the Trucktober sales event happening now only at Toyota Poway or online at toyotaofpoway.com in the heart of San Diego. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. let's get right into it today.
Number 5.
You know, I'm not really mad at Chris because I gotta say I'm not feeling my big 5 stories today, but we'll see. The Padres may be seeing a familiar face a lot more next season because rumors are swirling former Padres manager Jace Tingler could become new Giants manager Tony Vitello's bench coach, a position that Tingler already held with the Twins. Vitello and Tingler were teammates together at the University of Missouri in the early 2000s, which is why his name has come up in discussions about a potential Vitello coaching staff offer. Chris, you're up first. Is it a bad idea to pick your friend as your bench coach?
I love how you worded this question. leading the witness.
Okay. All right.
No, leave your original question.
I don't even know how to ask it in any other way. Chris.
Hello?
Yeah, a lot of friends I think would be fantastic, guys that I really feel like-minded with. I think I could work very well with. Friends such as you that I don't feel very like-minded with probably would not work. But I understand why you're asking the question, because isn't it good to have another opinion, a varying,
Yeah, you need someone to push back.
I think so, but I think a good friend would push back. So
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it.
All right, that's fair. I didn't think about it that way. Tony, is it the worst decision that Tony Vitello's ever made?
I actually think this is a good decision because what that story said was that he would be able to pick his staff in collaboration with the Giants. And so I think Jace probably can speak to his Vitello spot better than anybody. Came into a first-time managerial spot, had to kind of – now the difference, and I'd say the reason why Jace has some value is because he's been in the big leagues for a while, so he kind of knows how
day-to-day
these
stuff
guys
works.
work, right? I don't know if you got the video that I sent you of Dwayne Kuiper talking about this particular move.
No, but I can get it for
and so I'll hold that for later on. But I think it's a good move. I think Jace can help him avoid a lot of the pitfalls that maybe he stepped in or he's seen Baldelli have to go through and when he was his bench coach in Minnesota. I think you're going to need to surround him with some major league staff members outside of Jace. But I think that would be a good hire for him.
All right. Here's to that happening.
Number 4.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer said he has spent a, quote, significant amount more time in defensive meetings compared to the start of the season. And he said that's to help. It's not to get in the way. I give DC Matt Eberflus a ton of credit. Having been a coordinator, having had head coaches come sit in my meetings and stuff, you don't like it. I took it personal. Why are you in my meeting? Flus, I guess is what they call him, has not been like that at all. Tony, why is Brian Schottenheimer actually in the room?
Because his daddy, Jerry Jones, told him he had to be in there. I mean,
did not expect that.
If,
pretty much the answer to any question surrounding the Cowboys.
If he just told us that he hated when his head coach came into the room, and now he's turning around and doing the same thing that he hated forever.
Yeah.
He obviously is being told to do it.
That's the only thing I can come up with. Jerry is like, you need to get in there and check these.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
You need to get in there.
That's the only thing I can think of. Because, I mean, as far as I know, Mr. Schottenheimer is an offensive
I believe
coach.
So. Yeah.
So I don't know what it is he would be able to help.
Well, I have heard the offensive coaches give new viewpoints on the defense, but not enough to make him sit in the meetings every single day.
All I know is he's doing something he despised.
Yeah, he did despise it.
So I'm going to say Mr. Jones told him
he's being forced to is the answer.
I have 2 quick things on this. Everything Tony said is 100%. But, yeah, they've given up 3,237 yards.
Man.
That's the second most in football.
Who's first?
The team. Well, here's what I find is the way I'm going to say. What I find intriguing, though, is that the team that's given up the most yardage this year and the most points is the Bengals. Now,
your guy.
I think it's kind of funny because Lou Anarumo, who's the brilliant defense coordinator, I thought of the Bengals.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they've gotten rid of him. He's not there. Guess where he is? Guess where he is?
Oh, is he with New Orleans?
No, he's with the Colts. They're 7-1. It's funny how good coaches always seem to end up on good teams, And then guys like Eberflus, whatever, bad coaches end up on bad teams. It's not that hard. It shouldn't be to hire these guys. You look at Anarumo, if you're the Colts, you say, oh, yeah, he was one of the best. Let's put him on my staff. And then the Cowboys look at Eberflus and go, he's one of the worst. Let's put him on our staff.
that's what they said.
I don't get it.
You know what? You blew my mind a little bit there with that whole thing.
Saying.
You know what's
I
funny?
can't believe I said he was on the Saints.
It's the ironic part is that I was just watching a report today that said that DK Metcalf is a good start because the Colts defense is starting to slip.
Oh,
I just saw that today. You brought the Colts up, but anyway,
they might be. But I mean, they are 7-1 out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, they are the surprise team of the league.
Right.
That is crazy.
Okay.
All right.
Number 3.
Victor Wembanyama. I wish he had a cool nickname like the Greek Freak. But
you don't like Wemby?
Wemby's fine, but I don't know. The French Falcon or something like that.
What?
He's from France, right?
The French Falcon?
I don't know. I was trying to come up with something. He has taken the NBA by storm, but some fans are wondering why Wemby is being praised as the first of his kind type of player, but completely forgetting about someone named Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Wemby's stats this year. 31 points per game, 13.8 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 60% shooting from the floor. Giannis's stats this year. 36 points per game, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 69.5% from the floor. So, Chris, why is Wemby getting all the play when Giannis is better and has been doing it for longer?
Well, I don't know if that's a fair characterization. I mean, Giannis has been an MVP how many times? Twice?
I don't
He's
have
got at least once. He's got a title. He's gotten a ton of attention. Wemby is a freak of nature, though, beyond Giannis. Giannis is 6'11". We've seen people that height do what he's doing. We have not seen people that are 7'7" doing it.
He's a 2-time NBA MVP.
Yeah. I think Wemby's just something that you got to see to believe.
Okay.
At that height. 7'4". I said 7, but still 7'4". All right. That's why.
All right. I mean, that makes sense. Tony, why is Wemby getting all the play when Giannis is better and has been doing it for longer?
Giannis is better. But I think Chris is spot on. I think the reason why we pay so much attention is because he's 7'5"?
7'4". We had to officially listed here, whatever that's worth.
We haven't seen anybody move like Giannis
ever. Oh, yeah,
at
right.
7'4". We've seen it at 6'11". KG, maybe not with as much velocity as we've seen Giannis. And I don't know that Wemby reaches that kind of velocity, but the fact that he's 7'4" and he's shooting step back jumpers, he's Euro stepping. I saw him do a windmill, not on a fast break, but like in a set defense.
Just from the free throw line.
Yeah, just kind of bam.
It's crazy.
It's just something we've
The only
never
other
seen.
guy this tall I ever remember was Yao Ming, and he was a completely different,
I remember
deal.
Yao Ming being a big deal because he
or
could
Manute
shoot
Bol,
the three.
right? Or somebody like that. But this is Wembanyama's is like graceful as Jordan almost. It's
That is
crazy.
That is crazy.
Number 2.
Despite recent back surgery making a 2026 debut less likely, the PGA Tour Champions is quote-unquote well prepared for Tiger Woods, who becomes eligible for the Champions Tour after December 30th. Many, including Ernie Els, Bernhard Langer, Jack Nicklaus, Paul Azinger believe Woods will play on the senior circuit. Not sure when that's going to happen. Woods, however, has remained quiet about his plans. Tony, do you think he plays on the senior tour? Tiger.
Got to be 50, right?
Yep. December 30th. Anytime after that, he's allowed to play.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, in the same breath, though, his body is taking a beating.
It's got to be
And
hurt.
he's already like, has anybody ever been? Did Jack play in the senior tour?
Not a lot.
Yeah, it's
been in there a little
I was
bit,
gonna say
but,
the guys who like were dominant in the PGA don't seem to like.
Well, because they could still play on the tour if they're good enough.
Right.
Yeah, his body's taking a beat, and
I don't see him dropping down.
Knowing Tiger, he's gonna want to keep competing on the regular tour if he's gonna compete.
If he's going to be healthy enough, he's going to want to be in a real
sure.
tournament. I used to make fun of the fact that golf, all you did was walk around all day, but now that I'm old, it's a lot more impressive than I used to think it was. To go up and down there for 4 straight rounds. So good for them.
That back hurts a little bit more when you're older.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Jack Nicklaus may have played a little bit, but for the most part, like Phil, I don't think he may have played 1 or 2 senior tournaments.
Yeah.
But I think you go to the senior tour when you know you can't compete on the other tour.
Right.
Because the money's not there on the senior tour. On the other side, we can get to number 1, but I don't really care about that.
We just ran out of time. Stop it.
All right. We'll be back with more Gwynn Chris on 97.3 The Fan.
Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matthew Skraby. It's been a little fun. Skraby and Chris arguing with one another.
Oil and water over here.
Per usual.
I try to be nice every single day.
Get out of here.
I try to be nice every single day.
Does he? Tony?
I don't. You try to be nice.
I come in here with the attitude of trying to be nice.
I don't think that's accurate. Pretty much every time Chris walks into the back room, Victor, you got something snarky,
right?
A little comment.
First thing of the day is always snark. Snark.
It's always like me. It's always like me looking at my watch and like tapping it or something like that.
There's a snark of
some
sort.
I'm pretty sure each day you walk in, Skraby sees you, and there's irritation.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you asked him to hook you up with some recordings. He was like, "No, I don't feel like doing that."
Didn't do it.
I don't feel like doing it.
I didn't want to do it at that moment,
even though it was his job.
He used.
Oh,
I know that got out of your skin big time.
Tony knows there's a hot button and it just got hit. You could go and learn, Mr. Ello.
Really?
It's great. Oh, I would really highly recommend you guys rewind that tape and look at his face right after Chris said, "Oh, it's kind of your job." Oh, I knew that got under your skin.
I've never seen anybody get madder at the silliest stuff. Honestly,
I think Chris is on to something.
You're going to be married for like a week and a half at this rate.
Did we end up talking about the NCAA rescinding the rule? Did we get into that yet?
No. You guys can go ahead and talk
2 days
about that.
in coming, that topic has been.
Well, yesterday we talked about the SEC head rep Sankey.
Yeah, Greg Sankey.
Sending a letter.
I want to talk to Sankey.
Sending a letter to the NCAA, basically begging them to reverse course on allowing student athletes to bet on professional sports. Well, it just kind of goes to show you it's either a coincidence or it just kind of shows you the power the SEC has. Because today...
Well, it's no coincidence.
Exactly. Today, the NCAA has delayed what was supposed to start, in a couple of days?
November 1st.
Yeah, 2 days
College
on
athletes
Friday.
are supposed to be able to bet.
That will be delayed. Yeah. Now, what comes of this delay, I don't know. But the mere fact that Sankey wrote a letter, or we found out he wrote a letter yesterday, and today they are delaying it, SEC's got some power.
They have all the power.
Big time.
Yeah. But
because remember, this is the same conference that had kind of been in negotiations to kind of break off along.
And the NCAA would do anything to kiss their, to keep them around, because the SEC probably is more powerful than the NCAA at this point. The NCAA wasn't going to listen to anybody who was the voice of reason out there telling them that allowing kids just giving them the go ahead. We know they're going to gamble already. We know people are going to sneak it around and do that, but to just go ahead and give them the green light
seems crazy.
Just so stupid. I mean, honestly, kids, if you're out there, when it comes to gambling, many of you need a little protection from yourselves.
Oh, without a doubt.
So, that's, I think, I know we're not supposed to ever tell everybody what to do, and I'm not a fan of that either. But when it comes to gambling, I think when I was younger, I didn't get it. Yeah. I just gambled because it was fun. I didn't get all of the potential pitfalls. So, allowing college kids got enough to deal with, enough to worry about, and just saying, yeah, go ahead. Let's get it above the board. I think that's just a dumb idea. And so hopefully the NCAA will stay, keep listen to Sankey on this.
I think because I grew up in the household I grew up in terms of my dad playing professional baseball, gambling was just
pretty taboo.
Kind of looked at very taboo-ish. And so
my dad took me to the racetrack when I was 9.
Yeah, no.
He thought it was kind of fun.
Right.
He taught me how to go up to the window and say the bet,
right,
And my first horse won. Obviously it's a great feeling.
Yeah.
There's a high that goes with it.
See, I can understand a dad wanting to share that moment, but at the same time, educating you on the dangers of gambling. Chris just shook his head. No,
my dad did not educate on that one.
But yeah, the NCAA has made a smart decision, one of the few they've made in quite some time, I must say, to delay this. Now, there was no statement released, at least today, from the NCAA, but the word did come out that they will delay upon, I guess, further review.
Yeah, I'm looking for any quotes or here, but don't really see much as to Baker says. Baker's Charlie Baker. He's the president of the NCAA. So, with all due respect, Charlie. But he says we run the largest integrity program in the world on sports betting across all the various games. Sadly, we've discovered some, and I don't know what that has to do with. Never mind.
That's why I said that, because the
Charlie
Athletic just kind of put stuff in there that doesn't necessarily speak to them.
This just seems like such a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I get how the professional leagues have, done this because of the money. But I still wish that somebody would step up and say, you know what, we'll get our money elsewhere.
Is it Pat,
I know they won't, but
is it Pat Narduzzi? Is that how you say the head coach's name for Pittsburgh? You'll like this quote. He said, notably from Pittsburgh football coach Pat, I'm assuming it's Narduzzi, who on Monday called it absolutely one of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen.
Very good, Pat.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Pitt Panthers the rest of the
way. All right,
way.
let's downshift. I mentioned this earlier. Dwayne Kuiper, literally one of my favorite
broadcaster for
the
hit one home run in his MLB career.
One of the best voices you'll have in our game.
He's good. He's the one that always used to say when Bonds was hitting them, out of here.
Yeah, he does do that. He goes, it is out of here.
And he had a lot to call those years,
yes,
obviously.
He had some interesting comments, at least former big leaguer, by the way. This is a guy who basically
he played in the big leagues.
Basically raised your guys' favorite Mark Mudcat Grant as a rookie. This was his vet. And he talked a little bit about Vitello and how this job could go based on the vets that he has in his locker room.
I think the first thing, and it would be like this in basketball or football or any of the pro sports, is the younger guys, this doesn't affect them at all.
Yeah.
But the older guys, you're going to have to win them over. And it's kind of tricky. I mean, if you start getting the spring training and you start running high school Harry drills and, college stuff, these veteran guys are going to go, no, that's not how we do things around here. So he's going to have to.
I like that.
Oh, high school.
I haven't heard that since the old day. There's a clip of an old football coach named Norm Van Brocklin, who was a great, we've mentioned him before as the passing yardage record, but he coached the Falcons one year and he said guys on the bench were, messing around during the game, and he looked over his shoulder. The NFL Films had him, mic'd up, and he said, enough with all this Harry high school bleep going on over here. So I hadn't heard that Harry high school thing until just now. Dwayne Kuiper, good one.
I think Kuiper may be onto something. I don't know if it's going to go down like that, but the veterans will be the one that you have to convince.
I just really can't wait for the first time that Tony Vitello has to have a hard conversation with Rafael Devers and just see how that goes over.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can have a good heart-to-heart.
I wasn't trying to take a shot at Devers. I was just saying.
No, but the money, that's a thing.
That changes.
1,000%.
Yeah,
because Devers knows he has
minute?
Security.
Yeah.
Like, y'all traded for me. Y'all gave up a whole bunch to get
I'm not going to go do your Harry high school stuff.
Did you want me to play first base?
Now, listen, Devers, I'm sure, is a pro. He'll figure it out. But those are the type of pitfalls that could be, there for Vitello as he takes over. I'm sure all these guys are going to come in with an open mind. But I tell you, man, losing can start to close minds very fast. And so you hope that they get off to a good start. You hope that these guys are open-minded.
I hope they don't
enough.
get off to a good start. I hope the Padres bury them. By the way, Dwayne Kuiper, you guys don't know, but he played, obviously, in the bigs. He played for the Tribe and also the Giants. Now, he played quite a while, Tony.
Yes, he did.
3,379 at bats worth. He had 271. That's a pretty good career average, but it's a different world because most of that was singles and stuff. But Dwayne Kuiper, I believe, holds the record. The most at bats in big league history with only one home run. Count them, one.
If I had a record like that, I would celebrate it.
Well, he probably does because the one guy he hit it off of was fellow broadcaster, now the Cubs, Steve Stone.
Got him.
That's the only one he hit.
White
so
Sox.
I bet you, or White Sox
Yes,
now. Yeah.
used to be with the Cubs.
Used to be with the Cubs. But I bet you whenever Kuiper runs into him in the press box, that's
Yeah.
a moment. So
that would be fun.
Flexing on him as he walks by him.
All right, I found the incident that Chris.
What incident?
Schneider just hit a home run to lead off the World Series.
Let's
everybody.
go! Blake Snell already in trouble.
Wow.
What did you find?
When Chris told me I should do my job and the reactions. So I'll put that up on
That definitely has to
YouTube
go
and
up.
Instagram.
We can't play it right now.
Gwynn
I want
and
to see
Chris.
it now.
Well,
I want instant gratification.
It's not the same unless you can see the face.
all right, fine. Let me get it up on StreamYard real quick, and then we'll go with it. But you guys can talk about the game for a second.
Well, I mean, it's time to go to break. Is what it's time to do. It's 5:11.
All right, we'll play it on the other side.
Let's do that. More Gwynn and hold up. Let's
make sure.
Let's delay
you're
this
safe.
train here. We're going to delay it just a little bit.
Where guests come on the show, Tony?
Yes, they
What do we have?
come via the
Wow,
David P.
David.
Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
2-0.
Back up,
Gwynn Jr.
That'll get everybody's attention up there.
More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
From the 855.
Stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
You idiot. Typical tandem student right there. I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy. Fun, huh? You need help with anything? Okay, I'm nervous. Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
Good song there. Do not play it, though, on November 2nd, Scrape.
Thank you, Chris.
As soon as Halloween's over, that's it.
It's got to go.
Got to be done with. Coming up in a moment, Skraby will play his reaction to when I told him it was his job to basically cut commercial breaks for me. This hour brought to you by Toyota. Poway voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today. APRs as low as 0%. Tons of new Toyotas. They're on the ground, which is a good place for them. No tricks, only treats during the Trucktober sales event happening now at Toyota Poway or online, toyotapoway.com, the heart of San Diego.
Do you think Fox doesn't get in trouble for this? Can this be like an FCC deal right here?
No, but they're flirting with it. They're flirting. They keep showing the tag going into Varsho's crotch.
Yeah, like over and over again.
Varsho getting thrown out stealing to end the first inning, but Toronto certainly firing a salvo at Blake Snell and the Dodgers. First pitch of the game hit out of the ballpark by Davis Schneider. Third pitch hit of the game hit out of the ballpark by Guerrero. So just like that, 2-0 Jays in pivotal game 5. All right. So earlier, not that long ago,
I think it was
last
20 minutes ago.
Yeah. Skraby, I don't know what we were yelling at each other for. These things start to run together in my mind. We argue so much. But I said something to the effect of Skraby, or no, Tony brought this up and said, how come you were in such a bad mood yesterday? When Chris came in, he asked you to help him with a spot, and you said no. And then we came to the I think we all agreed that was your job to do that.
Well, I don't know.
But you didn't necessarily agree that was correct.
He said we all agree.
So, yeah, look at Skraby's face. This is, I guess, what we're calling attention to.
Yes.
On the YouTube chat. For the rest of you driving, you'll have to bear with us a moment.
Or you can go to our YouTube later at Gwynn Chris SD.
All right.
Pretty sure each day you walk in, Skraby sees you, and there's irritation.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you asked him to hook you up with some recordings. He was like, no, I don't feel like doing that.
Didn't do it.
I don't feel like doing it.
Didn't want to do it at that moment.
Even though it was his job.
He used
It's a good thing. It's a good thing there's a desk or a table there behind your chair. You might have backed yourself right out through the window.
You know what the crazy part is? On the right day, he's in a decent mood today. If he'd have been in one of his like
real
high
moods.
stress days, there might have been something thrown across.
There'd have been
the
no
room.
rescuing him.
Yeah, on a high stress day, I could see myself taking it to the next level and making it really awkward. But today I'm having a good time.
Oh, you're just such a terrific
I'm a
guy.
dandy human.
Terrific fella. All right. We are back. And is there anything we've left over?
We've already talked about Sankey.
Got Mr. Sankey out of the way.
You guys want to talk about this USD Aztecs game tonight?
Well, yeah, I would if I knew more about it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it's open to the public or not.
Okay, so we won't.
But
be
the
talking
Aztecs and
about
USD
that.
are having some sort of scrimmage tonight. I do know that I was, the women are opening Monday in Anaheim. They're taking on UCLA. And you talk about having like a long odds to win a game. I was on ESPN.com this morning. I checked the women's basketball page from time to time, and they had a list of the top 25 players in all of women's college basketball right now, Tony. UCLA has 3 of the top 17. That's who the Aztecs are going to be.
Wow.
Suffice to say, as I wrote my pal, our guy Ben Pearson at the Aztecs, and I said, Ben, don't look now, but UCLA has Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice, and they have a transfer that came in. They're all in the top 17. And I said, suffice to say, Aztecs don't have anyone on the top 25 list at the moment. So that is going to be quite the challenge Monday night.
How does this UCLA team compare to the LSU team they played last year?
Well, the UCLA team from last year beat LSU.
Oh, okay.
On the way to the Final Four. And it's the UCLA's got everybody back. Plus, they added a transfer who's a top 15 player in the nation. Other than that, UCLA should be very good.
Notre Dame? Where'd the transfer come from?
Utah. Actually. Her name's Nee Kemp or something. Last name. Gianna Nee Kemp or something. Anyway, I've not heard of her, but she's a top 15 player, so she must be all right. Anyway, that'll be Monday. The Aztec men open Tuesday, right? Long Beach State 49ers. They're not even, you know what? I don't believe they are the 49ers anymore.
Really?
I think they've gotten away from it. No, I don't think they are. I think the baseball team started it with the old dirt bag.
Yeah.
But I don't think Long Beach State goes by the 49ers anymore. And that's actually a fair question because I don't know what they go by.
Let's see.
It might be something worth looking up while you have a moment.
I am looking at it right now.
There's something happened. What did Travis Kelce do during the national anthem Monday night?
Didn't see it. I was stuck watching the baseball game.
I'm looking it up right now. Something went viral. What did he do? All right, there's Mahomes standing there with his hands behind his back, swaying gently to the music. Kelce's, he's kind of just getting loose. He's jumping up and down, kicking his feet out. But his hand is over his heart as he's doing it. Mahomes does not have his hand over his heart.
This is don't get me started.
People find something else to do, will you, please?
Right.
Goodness.
It says it's known as the beach, but that's not what I'm looking for.
That's what you're not going to find it. It's weird.
It's gotcha. Little clickbait there, get you in there.
I mean, you can't find it anywhere.
No, Long Beach State does not. Their team nickname.
It's just the beach.
It's the beach now.
It is the beach.
It is.
Long Beach State, the beat.
The nickname replaced the previous name 49ers in 2018. Why'd you throw something?
I'm out of here. This is ridiculous.
Skraby Chronicles should be lit tonight.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
What, the whole beach thing has you irate?
Yeah, you can't go beach.
That's what they are.
That's what they are, man.
They're the beach.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I
Not
mean,
the 49ers
tell me you
anymore.
weren't trying when
You don't have to be mad at everything, Scrape. You can just not care.
I didn't know why they were the 49ers to begin with because I don't know if there was a lot of gold rushing happening down in Long Beach area back in the day.
Wasn't around during that time, so I couldn't tell.
Chris was.
I've been around all days. I was down before. Honestly, I was there before Long Beach even came into being. So
really,
no, I don't think so.
Okay. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we're killing time at the moment. I must tell you.
Well, your job is to kill time, so
gotta get us there, buddy.
Mookie Betts is batting third. That didn't do him any good. He struck out to end the bottom of the first.
All right, I know what we could talk about. The
Dodgers
other side.
went quickly, so it's still 2-0 Jays.
Update: Padres managerial search on the other side.
Okay.
Well, we still got about 30 seconds before we can actually break away. So
someone's telling me it's a shark mascot now for Long Beach State called LB.
That's just a mascot, right? So it's a shark, Long Beach Sharks. Is that what we're going with?
No, it's the beach.
And
Long Beach State?
Because sharks live at the beach. Is that why it's a mascot?
I guess so.
Is that the reach we're going
their
with?
shark is a mascot?
That's what Skraby just told
The
us.
shark used to be a mascot at UNLV games, too, because of Tarkanian. They used
He
to have a
was the shark,
because
right.
they called him the shark. They should have just called him the biggest cheater in the history of sports.
Hey, he's
but
not
he
here
was
to defend
But he was
himself.
lovable. The Tark.
He was.
So
He was
it was
chewing on that towel.
For some reason, it was kind of
even
even though it
his
wasn't.
nickname kind of gets you
Tark
there.
the shark, man. They had pictures of Tark the Shark. His kids at UNLV, among them was Stacy Williams, who I know pretty well because he was from Pasadena where I worked, and Larry Johnson, Grandma Ma. They're all sitting around in a hot tub with like the top mobsters in the country in Las Vegas.
Is that one of the posters?
And they're like waving
I
at the
think I
camera. I'm
remember
like,
that.
oh my goodness. Yeah, it was. God knows what was going on with those UNLV teams.
90s was
back
wild.
before they really checked into all that stuff.
Katrina says in the chat, following a 2019 student-led process that selected the shark as Beach's new mascot.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Why do
there.
those students get to choose the?
Because they're the students there.
They're going to be gone in 4 years.
Can I tell
there
you that
now.
when I was at Beverly Hills High School, the name I think of Beverly Hills High School's athletic teams, I still think is not the best. It's the Normans after the Norman Conquest, which is whatever.
What?
Yeah,
I think
Beverly Hills
that's, I think
Normans.
Is that Valhalla's?
No, they're the Norsemen.
Oh, they're Norsemen,
Yeah,
right.
the Normans I've never heard anywhere but Beverly Hills. But Beverly Hills, when I was in school, so many kids had a certain type of car that they put it on an official ballot to change their name to the Beverly Hills Camaros. Because that was the car of the day.
It clearly didn't win.
Would have been way
Luckily,
cooler.
it didn't. It might have been cool for like 6 months, but
Better
now it'd
than
be
the
kind of
Normans.
stupid. Nobody has a Camaro anymore.
When you choose a nickname for a team, you have to yell out "Go" and then the nickname. If it doesn't work, you can't choose it. Go Normans.
That's what we had to say. We had to
I thought
say
you were talking about Norman Bates or something.
that was our team name. What can I tell you? I don't recall anybody's uniform saying Normans on it, though. It all said
Beverly Hills.
BHHS or something. Yeah, I don't think we ever we didn't flaunt the nickname.
You've made it.
Did I tell you our football uniforms were the exact replica of the Cleveland Browns?
Oh,
Exact.
I can imagine the high school version of that not looking that great.
Yeah.
Right, because the regular version doesn't look that great either.
And especially back when, and I'm not taking a shot at your age, but
back in the
you only got
of
one
uniforms.
uniform.
Yeah, there was only one like kind of model to build off of.
And if you rip it, you're wearing that ripped jersey for the rest of the year.
Oh yes.
All right.
Well,
Padres
now
manager.
no, it's kind of good now. It's getting good to me. I'm gonna keep rolling. Now somebody just sent me something. Said they are real. Well, he said he thought whoever just sent me said thought I said Beverly Hills' name was the Mormons.
No.
Normans with an N.
Yes, we should
Go
clear
figure that
up.
out.
We should clear
Normans.
that up.
All right. Thank you for that. Tweet more Gwynn and Chris. Seems similar.
Huey Lewis didn't do this one.
Isn't that Huey Lewis didn't do Ghostbusters either. Ray Parker Jr.
Dang it! I don't know why I thought
he
Huey
said
Lewis
that with
did it.
confidence, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Huey Lewis didn't do this one.
I thought he did.
He
it.
actually didn't do either of these.
Ray
Ray Parker Jr.,
Huey
huh?
Lewis was the music behind Back to the Future.
Wow.
All
Not
those
even
songs,
close,
many
by
of
the
those
way.
songs.
I mean, they're in the
In
same
terms
era
of genre.
movie.
Yeah, maybe same era. 5:37. Rounding out this happy hour. Skraby Chronicles follows next. Should be interesting. It's got a lot to complain about.
Probably mostly me.
You know, I'm sure the show is going to feature Chris Ello quite a bit. I'm almost positive.
I have a question.
I won't
know
let
we're
him
gonna-
have airtime during my show.
I know we have extra time, and we were going to do
I'm gonna have
something
to put my
here.
glasses on again because the sun is.
The sun is brutal.
But I had a fair question here, I think. Oh, man, you are getting it
I'm going
bad.
to go put down that shade. While
Is there
Chris
any
is
way to
out.
help him out?
That would
Yeah,
be
he's
great.
getting blown right
'Cause
out
I
of
didn't
the
even bring
studio
my
here.
glasses up here. I don't think.
If you're watching on YouTube, yeah, you can see Tony's getting the sun. Well, first of all, I looked up the Norman Conquest for you Beverly High fans. It was led by a guy, you've probably heard his name, but it was back in the 11th century, William the Conqueror. Remember that? Have you heard that name ever? No.
I probably have.
All right. William Conqueror was the Duke of Normandy at the time. He led the Norman Conquest. It was in England.
There you go.
There we go. Why Beverly Hills High School decided to
They
name
was
their teams
passionate
after
about
it.
it, yeah.
I have no. We love William the Conqueror around here. Darn it, we're going to name our school's team after it. But no, I was watching the NBA game, Tony, and I think of this actually often, and I don't know that we've ever talked about it. I just saw, I think it was DeAndre Hunter, who's not an all-star, but a good player in the NBA, right?
He got
For
traded
Cleveland.
to Cleveland last year. Yeah.
He's quite good, but I wouldn't call him an all-star player. He might have made an all-star team. But they just passed him the ball in the corner, and he took a three-point shot and triggered it in less than a second. Like, he didn't have time to even set his feet. And he got fouled, and he swished it. And it doesn't even surprise me anymore when I watch these NBA players play. So it brings to mind this question. What sports athletes nowadays are the most impressive? And I know you can answer it a million ways. Like, are you more impressed that a golfer is as good as they are? Or are you more impressed that a hockey player can skate and do what they do? Are you more impressed that a baseball player can hit a fastball 450 feet?
It's a great question.
Or make a three-pointer with a guy in your face in an NBA game like it's a layup? I guess there's something football related in there too.
I think the first thing that came to my mind was trying to throw a pass as a 400-pound man is about to destroy you.
And put it on target.
But yeah, sometimes you got to throw to a spot where
player's not
no
there.
one's there.
You don't even have, you have a very small window, if any, to get those passes in. I think one of the things that impresses me very much about football is tackling.
Mm-hmm.
We take it for granted, but you get out in open territory against one of these running backs and you got to get them down on the ground.
I was listening to Sean
Not
Merriman
always easy.
recently talk about tackling.
Yeah.
And he basically broke it down to it's really the people that want to do it, like are good at it. He said it doesn't take crazy technique. The first thing you need more than anything is a willingness
to tackle.
Because
not turn around and run the other way.
Not turn around, not come in there like
because that's what I see the Dolphin players do. Get around the corner, they're out of there.
Yeah, that's a great question, man. I think
I don't know that it's really one that has an answer.
I don't know that there is.
You have to be impressed with so much of this stuff. Seriously, when you break it just down, pitching a baseball and putting it where they do, with 5 different pitches and the speed, the hitting. I think people in general consider hitting a baseball the hardest thing to do.
I think that's probably the hardest of all of those things.
So you need to be impressed when Schwarber or Ohtani or one of these guys or Manny hits it 450 feet. So it's a tough thing.
Guarding a wide receiver in today's game.
Man. Cornerback, toughest position in sports. I would put that in the running right there. Not knowing where those guys are going and be able to defend them.
We have to ponder that one a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think you can answer it in 17 minutes.
We have some traffic, but when we come back from traffic, Skraby has how many questions?
4 big questions.
4 big questions surrounding the 2026 Padres. We'll get into it after traffic.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Toyota of Poway, voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today. Well, the hits just keep coming on that southbound 805 and northbound 805. Now, on the southbound side, got a crash over the right shoulder just before Governor. Northbound side before Mira Mesa Boulevard, got a collision blocking the fast lane. Also, reports of a possible brush or encampment fire near the Claremont Drive off-ramp. Southbound 5. South 163's got a collision right at the East 8 connector ramp. Also, southbound 125, just before Spring Street, a collision involving a couple vehicles. That is over to the right shoulder. South 15 reports of an accident right before the 52, not showing if lanes are blocked. And in the North County, southbound 15, just before Carmel Mountain Road, accident involving several vehicles. That's in the center divide. Toyota of Poway has been voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today with APRs as low as 0% and tons of new Toyotas on the ground. No tricks, only treats during the Trucktober sales event happening now only at Toyota of Poway or online at toyotaofpoway.com in the heart of San Diego. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, I'll out myself on something real quick. So they put up, is his name Troy?
Trey Savage. And there's different levels that he's been through this year. And I go, look, guys, man, isn't it crazy this guy started his season with Dunedin in single A? And they both look at me and they go, it's Dunedin. I didn't even know. Are you kidding me? I've never heard of that in my life. No, that's what it is. Dunedin is actually next to
Juventus or Juventus.
That's where Dunedin is.
That I mispronounced way back when.
All right, Skraby, you got 4 big questions surrounding the 2026 season. Let's hear question number 4.
All right. Well, they're not like numbered or anything.
Okay, let's hear a question.
Thank you. Can Nick Pivetta be the same guy we saw this year? He made 31 starts last year. Most innings pitched of his career, most Ks of his career, most wins of his career. His stats, he was 13-5, 2.87 ERA, 190 strikeouts, 0.99 whip. Can he be this guy next year? He set career highs. It's always hard to follow up a season of career highs with more career highs? What do you guys think?
I think you just answered it.
It's hard to follow up a season of career
I
highs
do.
with more career highs.
Is this Ramon? Who is this?
Nick Pivetta.
I mean, an ERA that was 1.60 lower than his career. That is a lot.
It is.
So to expect that again, I don't think that the Padres will expect that again. So, you just take that under advisement. Now, I also think he's found something where he's going to come back and be really good again.
I think so,
But
too.
I don't, 13-5, 287. I mean, they haven't had the Cy Young balloting yet, but he's going to be top 5, isn't he?
I would hope, but I'm not hearing
I don't
his
know that
name for anything.
All right. Well, even if he comes in 6th or 7th, I don't think you can expect and count on that repeating. I hope it does, of course. But
all right. Well, so okay, let me shift the question a little bit. What's a another solid season for Nick Pivetta? If he can't do those numbers, I mean, basically, does he just have to do?
I mean, his whip
around
was
those
under
numbers?
1.
Yeah, that's pretty difficult.
I mean, give me a 1.1, give me an ERA of 3.5 or lower, and make all your starts again. That's a great season next year.
What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, I think it's a lot to ask for him to top what he did this year, because that was from start to finish.
Yeah.
I can't remember too many. He didn't have a bad stretch at all last
No, he might
season.
have had like
He had one bad start
Yeah.
and be like 4 good ones, 5 good ones. So I think it'd be tough to match that. But I think Chris is right. I think part of Nick Pivetta's success was him finding, kind of putting together everything that works. And I expect him to have another good year next season.
All right, another question. Can Fernando keep the walk numbers up while hitting for power? Because it seemed like at points last year, it was either he had a good eye and would get on base, but it did come at the expense of the power. Can he do both next year? He had the most walks of his career this year, second lowest OPS of his career, however. But, Tony, what do you think? I mean, does this matter? Because I said this last night. Does it matter where he bats in the lineup? Like, depending on his power versus walks? Because at the
We're
leadoff
talking about
spot,
Fernando again, right?
Yes, the leadoff spot, he's kind of being asked just to get on base. So walk.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
I think that's how it played out, was that as the power dipped, he found other ways to get on and help. And so that's what it turned out to be. I think in a perfect world, he puts it all together, but people are still locked in on, it seems like the expectation is like around 40.
They are.
And
I
don't think that's a fair prediction. He's done it once. This is now the second straight season where he's played probably the most games he's played.
Yeah, this year was
definitely the most he's played
this year.
I don't know that 40 is the number. I think if you're approaching 30, that's the realm. 25 to 35.
25. He's never had more than that, actually.
He had
except the 1
25
year.
this year, and I kind of sneezed at his.
But that's the second highest.
But that's what I'm saying, is that it's 40 plus 25.
Yeah.
So why do we keep assuming that the 40 is the norm as opposed to the
it turns
ceiling?
out the 42 is probably the outlier. here.
Right. And so I don't know that 25 to 30 is probably where Toddy's going to sit most years. Now, he's so talented, he could go on a heater and get to 40 again. But do you guys remember that season? It was ridiculous.
Yeah. His WAR last year was actually higher than his WAR of 2023, but that 2021 season, 6.6 WAR, his OPS plus was 166.
Stupid Juan Soto finished ahead of him in the MVP balloting.
He says
Great
stupid
Juan Soto.
Anything, Chris, on the Fernando power / walk conversation?
I want to see the slug go up. And that doesn't mean
Right.
home
That
runs.
doesn't mean home
Doesn't
runs.
have to be home
Right.
doubles, triples.
Yeah.
That's what that's what the question should be surrounding is his slug.
Can he slug more?
He slug more? And
While
I think
walking.
I think he's certainly capable.
Because the slug was much lower than we're used to. And I don't know that he can get as many walks, but I'll be willing to give up a few walks if the slug goes back up.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
That's fair.
All right, next one. Can Jackson Merrill put together some semblance of his rookie year? Last year, he improved in some things, even though he played 41 fewer games and 114 less at bats in his rookie season. He had more walks in 2025, same amount of triples. He had 8 fewer home runs, 6 fewer doubles. His OPS went from 826 to 774. He did strike out more this year than his rookie season, but his September, October in 24 games, 7 homers, 275 average, 946 OPS, and we've talked about it before. You always want to see a guy on the uptrend at the end of the season. What's wrong, Tony?
I miss who
You're giving me a perplexed look.
Who
Jackson Merrill.
Oh, we talked a little bit about this yesterday.
A little bit, yeah.
Question is
like, can he put together a semblance of his rookie year? But the answer I came to was he still had a pretty darn good season for missing 41 games and dealing with nagging injuries.
I think that it's we don't know 100%. I don't know that we know as accurately as you may be able to decipher Toddy, for instance, of what Jackson's ceiling is. He had a great rookie year, but his second season that you would kind of use to kind of figure out was kind of messed up because of the injuries. He missed enough time to where you kind of really don't know what the numbers were going to look like.
He missed 50 games. That's almost
that's
a
lot.
third of the season. Not quite, but almost a third.
So, I think we're going to have to wait for year 3 and see how that one plays out before we can start really trying to predict who Jackson's going to be. Because I don't think we honestly know yet. We do know he's a guy that you want in your lineup, top part of the lineup, for sure.
You do know that he is going to hit.
Yes.
Chris, anything?
Yeah, I do. First of all, I think he's a superstar player, and I think that the sophomore slump is kind of a real thing. And I don't think that he had it happen to him as badly as it could have, even with the injuries. So totally expect him to get back to 20-plus homers for sure. I'd love to see him maybe push that 100 RBI. He had 90 last year or the year before, so he could get 100. Here's the one area I'd like to see some improvement, but I don't know if it can be done without sacrificing anything. He has struck out 209 times now and walked 62.
K to walk ratio a little wacky.
I'd like to get that a little closer. I'd like to see a few more, and that probably will come with knowing the strike zone better. Tony will answer for me, but I think once you get even a third, fourth year of seeing strike zones, you manage that better.
Well, how many years has it been for Toddy?
Right. This is sixth or seventh
This
year.
is his first year that he's really managed the zone.
Yeah, so it takes time.
It takes some time to learn that.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's tough to really predict what Jackson's going to do. He's still learning a lot at the big league level.
Right. He still wasn't supposed to chug that beer at the soccer match. Oh, yes, he was. He's
wasn't a
22.
beer, though.
It was
That's
a
right.
cocktail. Just get it
I
right.
thought it was a mocktail.
It might have been. You never know.
Could have been a mocktail.
You never know.
You can't chug a mocktail.
Give him the
Actually,
benefit
it's
of the
easier to
doubt,
chug a mocktail.
Skraby.
No alcohol's in it.
But why are people mad at Jackson Merrill for doing that? You brought it up.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Last one. Can Randy Vasquez take another step forward? Randy Vasquez had the second best WAR among starters on the team last year, just behind Nick Pivetta. He pitched more innings, made more starts. ERA was lower, WHIP was lower, Ks were up. So, Chris, can Randy Vasquez take another step forward?
Well, I promise to do my part. And my part is to make sure that I don't pick him back up for my fantasy team next year.
Thank you.
I'll let him go to some other team where he will flourish.
Okay, good.
Because I do
see
believe
flourishing.
Because I think I held him back this year.
Who'd you hold back?
Randy
Vasquez. No, I think he's going to flourish.
I do too.
He's showing all the signs of it. But I will say there has to come. Well, not anymore. I'm going to say that's the coming time when Mike Schilt truly trusts him, but that obviously won't matter.
It won't be Mike.
It won't be Mike. They got to still be able to trust him, and he's got to break through the ceiling where he knows he can pitch into the 5th, 6th inning and give up a couple hits and stay in the game. But hopefully that time's coming because I think Tony agreed. I saw a lot of good flashes of
I
it.
did too, man.
I'm fired up for him.
I'm excited for Randy Vasquez, man. I think he can make that next jump. He could be the guy the next guy that Ruben Niebla has developed into a heck of a starter.
Manager Ruben Niebla?
Quite. That's the other thing I think about selfishly. pitching has been pretty reliable ever since Ruben stepped into that role. He won't be able to have the same hands-on approach as a manager.
Yeah. He's going to trickle over there and tell the bullpen guy.
Then someone else is going to be like, I need you over here.
This is delegation time as a manager.
Delegate.
Skraby Chronicles.
Yes.
Up next.
No idea what we're going to talk
Back
about.
to update the World Series. It's 10-2 Dodgers while we were talking. No, it is.
Sorry, Tony was talking.
It's all good. Skraby Chronicles up next. Short show tomorrow. All three of us back at it. Have a good night.